tongue. you guys are looking to read a book, read that Fearless book, life-changing book. Um, but nonetheless, let's get into some trading, sir. What do you have here today? So you have. Okay, let me just go ahead and change the music real quick. Stream beats. Okay, cool. So you have today nothing. Perfect. You have minor USD news. Minor USD news again. Minor USD news again. GJ, fine. AD, Jen. So there's nothing much we gotta worry about today, which is perfect. No news Tuesday. Lovely on Taco Tuesday. Tomorrow I have CPI though, so it should be interesting tomorrow. But you know, again, like not really looking to trade any of that. All right, cool. So starting with GJ here, what do you have? So okay, that's that. Okay, you have the weekly time frame, which is pushing up as expected. So again, we were expecting price to continue up today, right, or this week towards like this resistance level at like 154 mark. So I want to say we obviously created a bottom wick yesterday, right, or this week so far, and we're now starting to reflip. So once you reflip and re-break the highs, it should be ciao bella. We should easily be able to push up towards this resistance pretty easily, as we're breaking into this range, and which should get filled now, right? Because now that we have a bottom wick, we have a confirmed bottom wick. We don't gotta worry about the wick being formed anymore. But with the weekly being bullish here, the day being bullish as well, the daily actually closed bearish yesterday. However, today we broke the highs for a start play. So this is perfect. This is perfect for us now. So now we don't have to worry about taking sells today. We can look for buys to push up towards the next resistance, which would match perfectly with our weekly analysis. So if you go back to the weekly time frame and you mark your levels on a weekly, so your resistance is here, right? Drop down to daily. The ranges to go up towards that area is going to be around a 82 pip range going up towards that weekly target. So if looking at daily, we may not push that towards that target all today. However, you may just push up towards the next daily resistance today, which is going to be, I want to say, like right here at like 153,700, 153,600 ish around this resistance. So I am looking for buys going up today. I believe the range to go up is a nice 50 pip range going up. Perfect. So with that being said here, if I'm looking for buys, the 4 hour is starting to perfect. So the 4 hour actually has a resistance here, and now we're starting to flip bullish to continue up towards 153,300. All right. Let's see how the small time frame looks though. The 1 hour looks perfect. I mean, once the 1 hour breaks the high, it should be goody. The 1 hour did close bearish here, but it's important to remember that it closed bearish respecting this supports though, or this supports though. So this kind of should technically flip. Once it flips and breaks the 1 hour highs, I believe you could potentially have a 1 hour starter play going up, but 11 pip stops for a nice 22 pip TP. Perfect. 30-minute time frame, how's it look? Okay, 30-minute time frame is in the range, right? So two things you can do for it. You can wait for the 1 hour starter play, which is what I'm looking at here, or two, you can wait for a closure above here on a 30-minute time frame. 153,189. A closure above there is probably what you want, all right? But I think at this point you might as well wait for the last the hourly candle close here, because if the hourly candle is able to close above, or it's able to close above this resistance here, respecting the support, which should be goody. However, if it closes below, then you have a high chance that price may just continue to make a steeper support before it goes up. All right, but I am looking for buys today, obviously. Let's see how this hourly candle closes here. I may consider, if you get close to like the 1 hour starter play breaking highs, I may just consider putting buy stops before the hourly candle closes for the 1 hour starter play. But over I would expect price to continue up here. Let's see. You have about 17 minutes left for a 1 hour close. Moving on to GJ here. GJ for the weekly is obviously bearish, or gold for the weekly is obviously bearish here. The daily is bearish as well. So the daily actually created a top wick yesterday, and I believe with the way that price closed yesterday, it closed right below support. I believe today we should be able to come down to fill this wick here, come down towards 1767 mark, I want to say, after creating a top wick. So I am looking for sells today. And even if you guys consider this a support here, like either way, like we still closed bearish, so I would still look for sells over buys, obviously, right? With the fact that price closed bearish in this situation, with the weekly being bearish as well. So I would expect that wick to get filled here. Dropping down to a small time frame, we're gonna see that the 4 hour time frame kind of create a support here, and then it created resistance here, and then it closed bearish at resistance. Now it should come down to retest the lows and then continue down as it breaks those lows. But nonetheless, I'm looking for sells today. if I'm looking for sells, I probably want to see if we can break below the support here, below 1725. If you get a closure below there, then you have a very high chance for price to drop down towards the next support, which is looking left. Where is clean traffic taking you in this situation? That is, I'll say around here, 1705-ish. So the range go down is a 200 pip range. Crazy. 200 pip range going down on gold here, but I'm obviously not gonna look for the whole entire range. I'll probably look for the next minor support, which is gonna be around like this level for 50-60 pips at 1718, below 1724. But I would say sells below here. You probably want a closure before we continue down. Perfect. So let's see what happens here. But looking good. Both pairs look good, solid. It looks like you should have a lot of opportunities today on both pairs. But let's see what happens. Other than that, I think that's about it. GJ buys above this ranger. That's about that. Someone says it's the first day here today. Congrats. If it's your first day here, welcome. If you came from TikTok, welcome. The TikTok is popping off. Holy shit. Like after my stream ended yesterday, I was like, yo. Cause like we hopped on stream, what? I think it was that around, we had like maybe 10K viewers or something. I hop off, it's like 36K. Crazy. What's up, man? Good morning. What's up? When can I expect OnlyFans? What do you mean, man? It already came out. OnlyFans / downfalltrades.com. Morning, lads. How do you draw a white box that goes all the way? I've been always dragging it and it's annoying. You right click it, you go on settings, you go on style, and then you go on extend right. So it extends right forever, or extend left. It extends left forever. Whatever you want to do, right? I just extend right. But yeah. Good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gents from across the globe. I'm talking to you guys on Zoom. Good morning. Hey, chat. I'm so addicted to a book. We're just gonna read the book on stream. Check your DM, bro. If I don't reply to your DM, it's because you're asking something that I just don't want to put myself into. I applied to all DMs, by the way, but well, I replied to DMs. Last time I replied to DMs was at 6 a.m. this morning. So if you send me a DM after 6 a.m., I didn't check it. I was getting ready for the stream. Please post more often on your stories. You inspire me. You guys like the story post yesterday? Crazy, right? Yeah. I check my DMs after the stream. You have chat here, right? You ask the questions on chat. Let's get this money. Yes, sir. Let's see what happens here. 200 pit range going down. Trades taken. You're right. You know, you're right. I should take that off. Trades taken. Perfect. Trades taken. Trades called. That was all yesterday. Yesterday is a beautiful day. August winning streak. Put that. Take that off. Why do you not use indicators? Because indicators, for me at least, show me, it basically shows you past data, and I don't want to rely on indicator to enter my positions. I'd rather just rely on myself, what I see, and what I've tested, right? What I know what's gonna happen, off of probability and not off of a line crossing or a line rejecting or a fib or whatever it is, the indicator I use, right? That's why I don't use it anymore. It just never made sense to me. There's so many variants of using it, and it was just so subjective. I believe that's the word I give indicators. This is very subjective, and so many things can happen in when using indicators. So I don't use indicators. Yeah, I don't know. I used to use indicators though. Don't get me wrong. I used to use indicators. Like if you look at this right now, like there's probably like you see how prices are rejecting here slowly. There's probably like some type of EMA here. So if I were to pop an EMA in my screen, you guys will see an EMA probably. Let's put like moving average or SMA, right? Whatever it is. Some indicator will show something here. Okay, no, that was not SMA. Yo, this is how I use indicators. Yo, what's an indicator? This? Let's see. Ichimoku cloud. Yeah, so like you see that Ichimoku cloud, for example, like see how there's levels here, like you see these rectangles here and stuff. Like these rectangles are just like your support levels. So like the difference in using an indicator and actually seeing things on your chart is fuck, my eyes hurt. Is the difference is in this case you don't gotta like you don't need an indicator to see these things. You can just simply draw support here off the fact that price like is rejecting off these levels here, and off the past you haven't closed below yet. So if you had closed below, it just indicates that we should be breaking out, right? Whereas using an indicator, you're more so you're more so waiting for whatever things to align or cross or break through, and then you enter, right? But it's like it's just so subjective because you really like you truly don't know yourself when to enter unless the indicator is there for you. Whereas this, like you know when to enter without the indicator. So what would you rather do? Trust an indicator and enter off of it, or use your own eyes and perspective to enter the actual positions? But when I combine your strategy of indicators, it brings in a lot of conflict in the trading. I don't know. I've haven't used indicators for like around 2 years. I'm 2 years free of indicators, and everything's working fine for me. There's no point of me like switching back, because when I was using indicators, it was just so because what happened is you see price was below support, right? And it happened last week too, or a week before. You see price was below support, and then you're like, well, this is where you normally take a sell on, right? But the indicator will show you that, you know, price is bouncing off of some type of EMA here, and you're like, well, do I enter now because the EMAs are still below? This is support there, and then what ends up happening is price continues down. I don't know. It's just probability wise, for me at least, it never worked out for me. It's like me using a Fibonacci retracement. It's amazing you called yes's candle. It got perfectly the way you said it. Yeah, it was pretty perfect. Like look at the top wick being formed right there, a little below the candle body, and then price flipped bearish, obviously. But yeah, I hopped off after this. I hopped off after the stream. I didn't trade at all yesterday after. And why? How old are you, G? 21, brother. 21. How much money do you get into stocks? What do you mean, sir? I don't trade stocks. This isn't stocks TikTok. This is Forex. This is foreign exchange. I hate using the word Forex now. Holy shit. I know it's what we do, but it just costs traders, you know? BTC? Man, BTC. I don't think any trades will be taken today. The market's so weird. I think the market is pretty volatile. I think we're pretty volatile today. I think we have a lot of nice setups here today, and we are nice setups. I just mean like clean traffic to the left. So all these breaks, obviously, right? But looks like yesterday looks pretty clean. It's pretty solid. It's not like we're in a range. It's not like we're doing this right now. If we're doing this right now, then I can probably agree with you. The fact that we might just be ranging for the rest of that session, but if the only price is moving, it's tons of volume. Hey, then we got a resistance at 153.213 on GJ from the left on 30-minute time frame. 30-minute time frame, GJ. Oh, on a 30-minute time frame. Yeah. Are you just gonna ignore that? If so, why? Can you please explain? Yeah, because I'm not ignoring it. If I was entering off a 30-minute time frame, I'll put my resistance up here. If I was entering off a 30-minute time frame, I'll put my resistance up here, and I'll look for buys above, closures above 153.222. But in this case, I want to see how the hourly closes, so that's why I have my resistance below, because on a 1 hour time frame, this is your support this is your resistance being formed there. So if you get a closure above, then we can look for buys going up. But if not, then there's no buys at all. Because if you look on a 30-minute time frame, yes, we have that resistance, but on a 1 hour time frame, those levels on a 30-minute time frame we have never closed above on a 1 hour time frame before. So if you get a 1 hour closure above, it's the same concept as we never closed above before. And once price closes, it should be good to continue up. But it looks fit. We're probably not gonna get a closure above here. Let's see flipping 5 minutes here. If that's the case, then I'll probably wait for a 30-minute closure above 153.225, and the range above 225 is gonna be a nice solid 20 pip range going up. But it ain't bad. Jeez. How long does a 4-hour candle last? Jeez. Go to Timmy's. Get yourself a nice iced coffee. How much balance do you start trading FX? Brother. My first real account was I can't remember. I think it was a $250 account or either a $500 account. I think it was 250. That was my first ever account, and I opened it on NFP Friday. And obviously, I blew the account. If you guys haven't known yet, I've blown like 20 plus accounts. If you guys came from the Trading Up podcast, you guys know that Trading Up podcast. That's where I told the story of how I blew 20 accounts before I got some type of consistency. Let's see. 1 hour on gold came down. First 1 hour on gold has no top wick. 4 hour has no top wick on 4 hour and 1 hour time frame. I believe what we're doing right now is giving us the top wick. So with us just breaking 30-minute highs, we should be able to push up towards that resistance. And if you get a top wick and then you flip after, or if you get a top wick and then you close bearish at this resistance here, we may get some sells coming down. But let's see what happens here. Probably want a bearish closure at resistance, and then you can take sells coming down to retest the lows for the onion play. In this case, in this situation, they ain't too bad, ain't too shabby. Do you know when it's secure? How do you know when it's secure? Hold on, before I read that question, I got a lot of other questions. Quiet, start the stream. Think we need to wake up. Someone really said, how long does the forward candle last? Do you trade a funded account or your own capital? I trade a my own, I was gonna say funded account. I trade my own capital. Own capital. I never trade a funded accounts due to the reason that there's just so many restrictions with the funded accounts, and I just prefer to build my own steps and take instead of taking, like, you know, I guess they can start trading a fund account. But again, it's up to you at the end of the day. I respect both. I respect whatever account you trade. I just would probably never do a funded account just because I rather my own capital at the end of the day, big or small. You know, there's no difference. Honestly, it just takes time. Like, yes, like if you trade your own capital, it might take more time than you trading a fund account, but you build a lot more with that than you would if you were to trade a funded account. How you know when to secure 8 pips at 9 pips or instead of 10 pips? Because I always managed to get 8-9 pips, but then it went back to break even. That's fine. That's part of the plan. Like I get break even all the time. Like sometimes I get 8 pips, 7 pips, 9 pips, and then I hit break even before I hit my 10 pips. It's fine. This is part of the process, part of the game, I guess. Right? Especially with the trading style or with the way we move our stocks to break even. Like, yeah, it's a lot. Like, it's likely to happen a lot, but it doesn't mean now you go and switch a strategy. Well, you can if you want to, right? Whatever you want to do, but I really understand that once I move my stocks to break even, I'm already accepting the fact that my stocks will get hit at break even. From there, it's more so will we get our 10 pips so we can close half, or will we hit break even here, or will we close full at 10 pips, whatever it is that you want to do. But like, yeah, it happens. Like, I get hit break even all the time, man, all the time. On stream too, you guys have seen it. We got like 9 pips, like 9.5, and we never got our 10. So then we just, you know, hit breaks and call it a trade. That's all it is. You move into the next trade. You look for the same setups over and over and over again. You repeat the same process, same steps within that trade. Whatever price keeps going up on gold, then there's no sells. There's no sells. If price keeps going up on gold here, then I'll look for buys in a range 2 breakout only though. So like, I'll consider this right now, I guess, a range 1 here. We have a potential range that's going to be created right here though, like right around here. It should be a potential range. So if this is your range 1, then this is your range 2 above here. I'll look for buys above 1738. So if you get a closure above there, you can look for buys going up to fill the next range, which is going to be around the next resistance. So that'll be around somewhere up here at 1746. That'd be perfect. Perfect for buys. Yeah, that's how that is. Holy fuck, we have a lot of questions today. JJ, you asked me the same question on a different account. I answered it. I said how, like, yeah, in this situation, yeah, there's a 30-minute resistance here. If I was on 30 minutes, if I was entering a position on a 30-minute time frame, I would look for buys once you get a closure above that resistance. But since I'm on a 1 hour time frame, I want a closure above an hourly time frame. But since like right now, like you close below the hourly time frame, what I'm gonna do is I'll move my resistance back up to that 30-minute resistance, like I said I was gonna do, and then go off of this level instead. So if you get a closure above this range here, above 153.217, I'll look for my buys going up. We have a minor support being formed right here on GJ right now, where we're at right now. So let's see what happens here. Keep in mind, a forward candle is still closing above the resistance. Technically, it should still continue up towards the top of the range here. So I mean, we're still open to buys, right? But it's looking like we need a closure above 153, 2 and 7 here. Charts for stream. Okay. Plenty of charts today. Josh at the chart. What's Josh have here? 1, looking for sells below here with a closure below only. 2, targets around 60 pips. 3, if we come up and close above here, I will consider buys at this range 2 breakout. That's a range 2 breakout. Range 1. Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. We just drew it out actually. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Sells below will be lovely and clean. If not, then we'll take the range 2 breakouts. This is GJ. GJ says looking for buys above here with a closure only. 2, targets 25 pip range. 3, how I plan to manage this trade, I will be closing the 50% at 10 pips and allowing the rest to run to TP or break even. In a losing position, I need to see a 15-minute onion or 15-minute closure back into the range for me to manage risk. Closing emotionally will affect probably over a long-term time period. That is very true. This right here is all you need. Closing positions or closing emotionally will affect probably over a longer time period. I see a lot of mentors out there always talk about, you know, emotions and how you shouldn't be emotional about your trades, but then again, a lot of our traders go in with a lot of emotions too. I have 0 tolerance for emotions. If it's an emotional trade, we do not enter. Simple as that. I think what people gotta understand is like, yes, you may or you will miss a lot of opportunities, especially when you do not take any impulse entries, or especially when you only have one bias for a day. However, you gotta understand as well that there isn't always gonna be a trading opportunity. So you should be willing or accepting the fact that you will miss those opportunities in the markets. And especially when it comes to this trading strategy, when people first start off, the first thing they're looking for every day is just like, the strategy is called the breakout strategy. All you do is wait for a breakout. Like, yes, but at the same time, no. Like, you can easily just like go to the charts every day and be like, there's a resistance here, there's a support here. What I'm gonna do is have my buys above here, like this, or like, did you do this? And then like, like this. This would be the chart. Like, yes, you can do this, but I used to do this as well. But what if you just stick to one bias, and that bias being following the previous daily candle? Your probably win rate will be a lot higher. Plus, you'll be taking a lot less trades. But that comes with it, right? So that's what I did this year. That's what we did this year. That's what we worked on for a majority of this year. Last year, we usually just have like, come charts, we'll have like buys above here, sells below here, and it was just like, yes, I did get a lot more opportunities last year, but if you compare last year's win rate to this year's win rate, it was a lot different. 2 different things, 2 different trading strategies. So comes down to that. Damn, Andre, a little quiet today, Andre.
Letting the host do his thing.
I said good morning earlier. You didn't say good morning?
You said something about like girls. You're like, good morning, boys and girls. I was like,
no, because we have like we have girls in the Zoom.
Who?
We have like a lot of people in the Zoom that were girls. I didn't check the Zoom list, but like I said, ladies and gents, because there's ladies in there.
Buenos dias.
Yeah, we have like a handful of both.
Where's Marcos? Is he still retired today?
I think he's on his way back right now. I think he's leaving today. Texas. Where was I at? What's it talking about? Oh yeah, bias. Okay. Yo, your story is quite amazing, Don. Blue 20 accounts for morphing into Obi-Don Kenobi. Yeah. You know, like 20 accounts, like I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like of all the accounts I've blown, maybe I probably learned from maybe like 5 of them probably. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, because the reason why I was blowing accounts was a couple things. The first thing was over leveraging. This is like part of the first thing I dealt with, over leveraging. This is crazy. Like, it's crazy to believe like how I don't do it anymore. But before I would, this like when I first started trading, this is the main reason why I blew all of my accounts. Over leveraging, just because I had this greed. I had this greed that you know, I need to make more money, and my account just wasn't doing it for me, right? And that's what it was. So over leveraging, I blew majority of my accounts with that, and then after over leveraging, it came down to over trading. Right, over trading, what it is like, it's like when you don't know when to stop. Like, you keep trading, you see money coming in, and you're like, yo, I can do this forever, I can do this all day. Like, yes, you can do it all day, but at the same time, like, what was the point of trading in the first place? So I had to realize that, like, the whole point of trading for me when I first started trading was to leave my job, right? Or to get into something that would consume less time. So, like, again, obviously leaving your job would, you know, you being to become a full-time trader would be you putting more time towards trading, or I guess like spending less time working in a day to make a significant amount of money, whatever it is you want to do. But over trading, it took me a long time to understand that. So I blew my account on over leveraging and then over trading, and then what it was I think that was it. These are the only two things, the only two reasons where I blew my that I blew my account in the first place, or my accounts, I'll say. But yeah, like after that, like you start to hit the break-even stage, and the break-even stage is like the hardest stage too for a lot of people, because they get over the emotions, right? They get over the over trading, over leveraging, and now they're at the point where they're just kind of stuck in the middle and they can't really see in progression. They're winning trades, but then getting the losing trades. They're kind of stuck, right? And that's where people tend to like give up, or people tend to switch their strategies to whatever strategy they want to switch to, because they see that someone else is making this amount and that amount with that trade. So like this is the point that can make or break you. Because if you get to the break-even stage, you're on the verge of breaking out to become a successful trader or to become a consistent trader. At the same time, if you take one small like step towards a different direction, you can start over the whole process again. So it's very key. That's why I explain to a lot of traders whenever they say, "Yo, Don, I'm break-even. How do I get out of this break-even funk?" This is how you do it. You just kind of continue to do what you've been doing. Just add this or change little minor things, flaws to your trading style, whatever it is that you're dealing with. Like really take a deep dive into the trades that you're taking, or the trades that you are taking, to adjust those minor things. When I support on gold at 1727, what do you mean? What's 1727? Closure? I mean, yeah, you have a support here, right? 728, 727-ish, but like, even if you get a closure below here, I wouldn't want to deal with this range here. It's a small range, right? So I'd rather wait for a closure below here, because a closure below here would be a lot cleaner as in terms of clean traffic, driving price down. Because you have a support right here that you gotta worry about, where I kind of drew it right around here at 1725.129. What's up, Don? What's up, Jersey Dre? What up, brother? How you doing, Jersey Dre? Are you familiar with IG? No, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a person or something. I'm not sure. Elaborate. I think having emotions is fine, but acting on them is very bad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, that's what I mean by emotions, though. Like, yeah, you can. It's definitely fine to have emotions. Like, emotions will come naturally. Like, there's no way you can have completely no emotions at all, but you can't act on them. You can't react with the way you Ooh, pushing up here on GJ. You can't yeah, like I said, act on them, because the moment you act on them, that's when you're gonna start making impulsive and emotional decisions, right? Because you're acting on them. That is true, Chris. That is very true. What leverage do you use now? 1-500 leverage, brother. Yo, gold is or GJ is pushing up here now, and off of this 4-hour candle, we're starting to reflip. So let's see what happens. We also have no bottom wick here on the hourly candle, but let's see. Sorry, chat. Just doing some sheets. Why is GG going so crazy? It's there's a shit ton of VOM today. There's a shit ton of VOM today in the markets. I want to say I wouldn't say anything like near an algo day, but I definitely see a lot of VOM here, and I'm expecting a lot of VOM to come out, especially with the ADM opening, the New York session opening. Almost give up after the break-even stage. I was profitable. Damn. I sleep around to see who gets good info. This guy's legit. Awesome, bro. Hey, yo, appreciate you being here, George. Yo, guys, appreciate you guys being here, by the way, today. You know, if you guys are new here, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Love you. So anybody's new traders, because I have a full-time job, thanks. I think you're in a good spot, man. If you have a full-time job and you're starting to trade, then you're in a good spot, because you don't have to rely on trading. Well, no one should rely on trading when you first start trading, because it's not 100% like guaranteed that you'll make money off the rip, right? Off the rip. So I think you're in a good spot, man. I think what you should do is continue to, you know, treat trading as a hobby, and then continue to work at your job until one day trading takes over your actual full-time job income by whatever amount you're comfortable with, or whatever it is that you're making at FFX. The moment you get comfortable with that amount and you're making consistently every month, that's when you should, or you could potentially quit your job. But I think you're in a good spot because you have that. Not a lot of people, like what a lot of people do is that they tend to see Forex and then they tend to quit their job off the rip, because they think that they can make money off Forex and be a full-time trader. Like, yes, you can, but it takes some time. Like, you're not going to just quit your job and become a full-time trader next month, you know? Like, I've heard 1,000 stories of how people quit their jobs and trading. Like, everyone has a different story and different path, I guess, at the end of the day, and everyone has a different skill set and mindset when it comes to trading. So it comes down to that as well. But you're in a good spot, man. A lot of peers, like, I get a lot of DMs like ask me, yo, Don, like, I only have this amount in my account. I'm trying to quit my job to become a full-time Forex trader. Like yes, I love that you want to do that, but then again, you're just putting so much pressure on yourself when you don't have a job, because you're now just forcing things to work out with FX only. With that being said, you're just pushing up here. Four has no bottom wick here. Probably want to. I mean, the 1 hour has no bottom wick here. The 4 hour does have a bottom wick here. Tough. So what's your GU analysis? I don't have a GU analysis right now. If you send me a chart, brother, I'll take a look at it. Don't trade every 5 seconds. Yeah, I mean that's what everyone does when they first start trading. Though they trade the first, they just on the charts the whole day, scalping positions in and outs, because they feel like the more time they spend on charts, the more money they'll make. This isn't the point of trading. There's no plan when you do that, right? There's no plan at all. So I suggest you step away from that. How do I go from negative 50% per month to profitable? Well, it's easy answer, but it's complex. You just do whatever you did not to, like you do the opposite of what you did to blowing that 50% account. So let's say you blew it because you over leveraged, stop over leveraging. You blew because you over risked or over traded, stop over trading. Whatever it is. What is the best metro account to have? What does that mean? I use MT5. If you're asking MT5 or MT4, I'll use MT5. MT4 is cool and whatnot. Like it'll get the job done, but at the end of the day, would you rather have the updated version for free or trade the newer version? Or sorry, the older version. Right, that hasn't been updated for years. I think it's been like 4 years without an update. Unless there was an update recently, but I don't think they're updating MT4 anymore. It's not that great. Yo, you can't send charts on here, Judge Dre. You gotta send charts in the Discord channel, the Discord server. So send charts here in this channel. Join Discord server. By the way, we hit 2K members on this. Crazy. Appreciate us for joining. 2K members. You join the Discord server. Go down to charts for stream, and then from charts for stream, that's where you want to send your charts. It's free. Where is it though? Right there under trading tab. Okay. Yeah, you have CPI tomorrow. Do I have news on my top left? No, I don't. Okay, perfect. That's how I messed up. I tried to get rich overnight, had to go back to work, take pressure off, then I became profitable. Yeah. I mean, when you have things on your mind, you can't do anything. I mean, at least for me, I can't. Right? Like whenever I have something on my mind, it's hard for me to really like function because I'm always overthinking or whatever it is that comes to my head. So it's better to trade with what's it called? I guess a good mindset. A positive mindset. You don't have negative thoughts and be trading, because all you're gonna do is put your anger out or take your anger out on the markets. And when you do that, man, with emotions, it's not gonna work out. 9 out of 10 times it's not gonna work out. What's the best trade moment? London session or NY session? Thanks. I believe, off of my own experience, New York session, because you have the London overlap, and you also have the NYC open and also the NY open. Whereas London, you don't really have anything. Like you have the NY overlap, but that's near the end of the session. It's not the peak of the NY. If it's not the peak of the London, right? So New York session, I'll say for me, is most volatile. Long term, it's a lot more volatile too. Like some days you might get a London move and you don't get NY move. That's fine. Like some days you will get a New York move and not a London move. That's fine as well. But long term, what days or what session plays out the most? And that's NY for me. How'd your parents support you in Forex? I just don't tell them, man. All they're gonna give you is negative thoughts, or they're gonna tell you not like they're gonna tell you no. Basically, they're just gonna tell you that, you know, Forex is like gambling. Are you doing this to put your money into you get your parents might hit casino? Like, yes, like at first when you first start, it may be like that because you can't really show them any type of proof or profits, but just keep going, and you know, I guess don't really tell them that you're doing it, and then one day, like when you pop off, Just, you know, maybe show them or not show them. Who knows? Just move out without telling them. Whatever it is they want to do. But yeah, I'll avoid telling my parents until you see some results. Wait, what happened? Dawson Hover on the weekend. Yeah, what's GJ done here? Yeah, so GJ here is just like at this resistance here. This 1 hour, this 30-minute bottom wick has no bottom wick here, so I'll be very cautious of that. I probably want to stay out. The only thing that's clean for me here is a 4 hour time frame. Like super clean to me. I'm expecting price to just push up towards 153, if anything minimum 153.291. But let's see.
Yeah, if the 4 hour flips and gives us that and breaks the previous switch.
Yeah. Yeah. You're looking for buys without the bottom wick on 30?
No, I'm not taking a buy till we get an hourly close.
Fuck, I have the bottom wick as well. Let's see. 30 minutes, 5 minutes left for a 30-minute closure. Looks like we're gonna close right at resistance, but let's see. For 5 minutes left. Don, so far this year, have you had months where your style did not perform well or low frequency in trades? I think May is my worst month so far. I mean, it was a profitable month, but a worst month. I think I was near break even in May. I forgot what I did in May, but May was
No track stars.
there was no track. Like, it was very like, I guess, low volume. It was very like, I don't know. But that was my worst month so far this year. But the same thing I did in April. April was my best month. May was my worst month. Same thing I did in April, I did in May. Same thing I did in May, I did in June. June's my best month again, right? So it's all about thinking, I guess long term doing the same thing every day. Because like, if you think about it, imagine if I changed my strategy because I had a bad month in May. June wouldn't have been a good month for me. Because I literally did the exact same thing I did in June, right? Same thing I did in July, same thing I did in August. I've been doing the same thing the whole year. If anything, minor tweaks here and there, but you know, same way we find a buy, same way we find trade setups, same way we find closures above the ranges, same concepts. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Chalked. Apex vs Warzone. I don't know, man. I haven't played Warzone in like since the weekend. Apex, the last game I played, was kind of fun. I want to make a switch, but let's see. Right now, I'm just back testing Apex right now. Got back tested before I make the full switch, right? You trade off camera, off stream. You mean? Yeah, I do sometimes. Yeah, I do. I traded Asian yesterday. Took a loss yesterday during Asian. Then we I think we broke down it was a 4 time frame, right? I think we broke down the 4 on gold going up after. Yeah, I think a tap target to the T. I think we took sells as the 1 hour gave us, there's a resistor on 30-minute time frame right around here, and then off of the hourly candle we came down to break the lows. So at the time, what happened was price was like this, being a fake out. Sorry, like this. We closed above the range and came back off the 1 hour starter play. So we entered a sell stop there, got activated, and then I got stopped out. Then I closed once the 1 hour candle closed bearish, bullish above the range before I hit my stops. But yeah,
Some volume here.
Yeah. Right now, GJ. 2 minutes left for closure. But don't get me wrong, like recently I have, I guess, like barely touched Asian, like for the past like basically this year. Like I didn't like trade Asian much this year. Like last year I did. This year I guess like I was drained from the streams. You know, I didn't like have the energy to trade Asian, which is fine, but slowly making my way back towards it. Like I'm obviously when I'm trading Asian, I'm not like locked in for 3 hours like I am for New York. I'm just kind of like here and there, looking at it every 30 minutes to see how we're closing. But let's see, gold here closing in about a minute here, and let's see what happens here. There's a resistance here, support here. If you close bearish at this resistance, you have a high chance that price may continue down through test the lows. You trying to do a rampage gun with their mat change? No, what gun is that? What's TikTok saying? Okay, cool. I found gold has a really nice push at 11 a.m. Then, you know, at 11 a.m. every day, you take a buy or so. I don't know, man. I used to say the same thing too. The reason why it has a push at 11 a.m. I guess it's a London closure. It's a London close, right?
Oh damn.
11 a.m. Eastern. What happened? 4 flipped on GJ. 1 hour, 30-minute, 15-minute close here on gold here. 30-minute close as well on gold here. For me to take the 1 hour, I wanted a 1 hour closure at this resistance here. Man. At this point, I might as well just wait for a closure below 725 on 30. But let's see if the hourly closes exactly where it is right now. I'm willing to take a sell position as or at least below here, willing to take a sell position off this hourly candle. But we have about 30 minutes left for that. Expecting price to push down here. What's your hobbies after trading? Honestly, I've been trying to pick up a lot more hobbies. Like I'm getting into film photography, and then I'm also like sometimes like skateboarding, or playing Warzone. I'm trying to do a lot more outdoor activities. So, and I got re-inspired by this guy. For photography, you guys know who he is? Connor style. This guy takes very nice shots. But yeah, shots are just like rappers though, like you know, Lil Yachty, Cardi, Gunna, who's the guy again? What's his name? I pronounce his name Anime. I don't know pronounce his name. Lil Baby, Weekend, you know. Kim K, Kanye, pretty cool shots. Him or Race Corrupted. Mess with their picks. I like portraits. I'm pretty sure these are all taken with phone cameras too. Gunna Style legend, yeah, he is a legend, man. He's a legend. Not fast shooter, photographer. Is it not fast shooter part Nook? John, isn't that start playing on 1 hour gold? Is it? Yeah, it is. Well, if rate those lows, but I mean, the range to go down is, I mean, it's not bad. 25 pips. Your stops to be like 40 pips. But you're in this case, like you're anticipating prices to really continue down here, but right towards the support here. If you look at the 4 hour time frame, like, is that a topic being created? I wouldn't consider it a topic, but since it's a higher time frame, it's not. It's fine. Since the daily candle is starting to flip here, so since the daily is starting to flip here, you're expecting the daily candle to come down to fill this wick, right? Obviously, coming down to fill the support as you close below the range yesterday, or at least close bearish here. With the fact that the forward candle has created onion play for you, so I believe sells would not be a bad idea at all. But I just want to see if we can get a closure below 725 here before we push down. Sells below here for a closure. Ever play disc golf? Nah. What's disc golf? Never played that. Camera use photography. I'm looking into cameras. Like I probably won't get like, I mean, film. I gotta do more research on cameras, like film cameras. Like I have a DSLR cam, but I want to take film shots. GG will break the weekly highs here too at 153, 250. Let's see. I mean, if you get a closure above that range, yeah, we'll break the 250 mark for sure. Above that resistance. Get the Sony A7II. What is that? Sony A7II. Is that a film? Sony A7II. No, I want like I don't think that's a. I want like a point and shoot film camera. I think that's a DSLR. I don't want a DSLR. I have one of those. Unless I'm wrong. I want like a old film camera. I'm looking at the, what's it called? Contax T2. I'm looking at this. This thing. I think that's the gunner style uses. What have you ever seen crazy Nas 100 moves? Yes, I have. I've also seen how US30 moves too. I've traded US30, I've traded Nas, like I've traded all those pairs in the past. I think US30 was one of my first pairs. Like I believe it was one of my first pairs. I think a lot of people like usually start off with slow pairs and then they make the way towards like volatile pairs. I did kind of opposite. I started off with volatile pairs, move towards the slower pairs. That's what I did. If we can get a bottom wick here being created for a 30-minute time frame, that'd be perfect because price is starting to find a resistance here, right? So like it's kind of in this range now. So if we're able to come down to the bottom of the range, get that bottom wick before you pop up, or get that bottom wick at least for this candle and then wait for a closure at support or above the resistance, that'd be perfect. But because then we wouldn't have to be worrying about this 1 hour candle or 30-minute candle anymore for buys. We can just wait for a simple closure above and take buys off the next candle going up. I'm trying to find his DM I got yesterday. It was crazy DM. It was about it was a good question. Fuck, who sent it? You know, chat, I reply every DM or almost every DM. Like yesterday, there was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. 42 DMs yesterday that I replied to. I replied my DMs. All of them. Unless you DM me and you ask me for some type of, you know, money or anything, like or ask me to manage your account, like one, I don't manage accounts. Two, I'm not gonna give you money just because like you're asking for money. You know, like I don't know.
Is that like the #1 DM you get? Can I get some money?
I mean, then you should don't like ask straight up. That you go like, yo,
My uncle's dying.
like a story, and then yeah, like, yo, can you help me out? And it's like, I don't know, bro. I get thousands of those DMs.
That's crazy. You literally need a mod for your DM.
But everyone's week going so far.
I guess we'll never know.
I think my week is going. Let's see. I think I'm like near like break even or something this week. Basically.
There no music on stream today?
There is. You can't hear it?
No.
How's your week, LaFame? LaFame.
Good, bro. I mean, I started off pretty good on Sunday. I was able to catch quite a bit, so I've been chilling. I think I've taken 2 positions this week.
What was the one after 70 pips?
I think it was
Yesterday's gold?
I believe. Yeah. Wait, no, I didn't take yesterday's gold with you guys.
Man, yes, it was Monday.
I think that might be. So then, yeah, it was just one trade.
LaFame caught 70 pips.
Yeah,
That doesn't know how to act.
Bro, I've been chilling, bro. Just been vibing out.
I feel that. Run some Warzone today.
I'm down, bro. What time? It's just kind of tough because when I get off like work and stuff, you guys, it's kind of late for you guys.
What time is it?
I get off like at 5, so that's like what, 8 for you guys?
I can probably run some late games.
Yes, sir. I'm down. Just hit me up,
You play Apex?
bro. I'm a monster.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Yo, I'm trying to figure out how to do that movement. You know that movement in Apex where you just kind of like, it's like you slide to the side and you cancel it. It's like a little bunny hop slide.
Oh,
I saw Hustlers do it and I was like, yo.
I think I know what you're talking about. That's like That's like a easier on keyboard and mouse, but
Yeah.
Controller, I can kind of do it.
LaFame, you play with the claw on Apex 2 or no?
Yeah, bro.
I've never seen how this man plays.
This guy plays like, yeah, I know Claw. Yeah, it's like this. It's like, where's the controller? It's literally like this. It's like you get arthritis from it, bro.
Nah, you don't.
Like this is how you play. Like what the fuck?
Nah, I only play with my right one. Only my right one, not my left one.
You don't play with one hand? Damn, different breed.
No.
This guy controls the whole thing off one hand.
I don't double
Crazy.
claw, bro.
Nah. Yeah.
If you have,
I tried
Yeah,
Claw.
I have a back button on my left side, so I don't. I used to play claw until my fingers started clicking. Yeah, there's no clicking in my finger yet, bro. So
I got a scuff.
That's right.
I didn't want to play Claw, so I got like Those paddles in the back.
Yeah, I have a scuff too, but those things are buns, bro. I get like stick drift within a month.
Yeah, when I got like my scuff, like I only played Warzone for an extra like 2 months before I switched to like PC. So I stopped using my controller. Yeah.
I think you could move your resistance back down for this hourly close.
If you close above on GJ or gold?
On GJ, on the hourly. Move-
Yeah, move it down if I don't know. Like, there's no. I mean, now that you have like this here, this resistance here, there's no point of me. I might as well move up to there, but then again, it's like right here, anyways.
Yeah.
What up, Reza? Reza, what's up? Yeah, I never get your name wrong anymore.
Yeah. It only took you like a week. Not bad.
Not bad.
Yo, did you say you're gonna look for a gold buy if the hourly flips?
No. I'm looking for gold buys above like 1737.
Okay, alright.
I'm looking for
I
sells coming down right now.
Okay, I thought I heard you say you're gonna look for a buy if it closes above that recent range.
731? No, I meant like I don't think did I say that?
I don't know, I might be tripping. That was like kind of
A fake out coming down if you get closure above. Maybe what I meant.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Yeah. I try on peace name or something. I mean, yeah, that's what I did, but I don't know. Once I went to keyboard mouse, I couldn't switch back anymore. It was just, I got used to it, I guess. I'm still like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, I'm pretty comfortable with Warzone. But if I go on a new game, it's gonna be hard for me to like kind of get used to all the key binds and shit. Just showing what are you looking for today, bro? Looking at GJ and gold here, looking for gold sells below 1725.129, looking for GJ buys above 153.217. So that's what I'm looking for. Why do you only trade 2 pairs? Because 2 pairs is all I basically need. I only trade GJ and gold because they work faster in this session, I guess, for me. And also with the fact that both of the pairs, like for example at GJ right now, the only thing that's moving the pound yen right now is the pound because yen's closed. And same thing with gold. The only thing that's moving gold is the dollar. Whereas if I was trading like another pair, or like for example GP USD, I have to worry about both currencies at the same time because they're both open right now, so they have some conflict. Same with Euro USD. Like I work with the Euro dollar and the dollar. Both sessions are open right now. Again, same thing. So me trading GJ during this session and gold makes a lot of sense for me because I'm gonna focus on one currency. And I mean, this is what I've been doing for the past like 2 years, so it's what's been working for me, and that's why I stick to. Everyone's different though. Like you can trade whatever pairs you want. You can trade you know, fucking any pair. You don't gotta trade 2 pairs too. You can trade like 5 pairs, 6 pairs, whatever it is you want to trade. But at the end of the day, the more pairs you trade, the more opportunities there will be, which equals the more prone you are to over trading. So this just works best with my plan. That's basically it. That's all that is. Yes, Harry. No impulse, no FOMO. Let's see. I think what's happening right now on GJ is just creating this bottom wick on a 30-minute time frame. So you trading 2 pairs that work for well. What? Whoa. Bomb to your messages. I guess you're gone. Okay. Back my piece now. I can make fun now. Nice. What happened during London session last night? Did we pop up? Yeah, we did. Popped up nicely. Where is it? From here? 20 pips, not bad. And then gold pushed down, I guess. a solid 6-bit move. Hi Don, I was watching your live yesterday. I was wondering why your initial bias goes buy, but then the daily candle day or the day were both bearish. Could you explain? Yeah, so you got it wrong a little bit. You're on the right path, but like my initial bias was actually bearish yesterday. It wasn't bullish. I only took buys because it was a range 2 breakout. Keeping in mind that my bias was still like my original bias was still bearish for a day. So that's why near the end of the session when the 4-hour candle closed at 9 a.m. we broke down that 4-hour candle. And we expected it to continue down with the daily time frame because we finally, came down to retest the lows near the end of the session. And that's what happened here. But my initial bias was actually bearish. It wasn't bullish. If you don't know what range 2 breakout is, I'll suggest you put exclamation point ranges. Ranges, and a video will pop up about talking about range 1 range 2 breakouts and why we do, and we stick to range 1 range 2 breakouts to avoid fake outs. Yeah, it's very important that you guys show up at the beginning of the stream. That's why I say like, don't come late because you miss on a lot. You miss on the whole concept of like my bias for a day or what I'm looking for a day. So make sure you guys come on time, 6:30 every day. Can't be coming in at like 8:45 when we're about to finish stream and ask buy or sell gold. It's like session's done, no point of it now. Did you get in on a trade today already? Are you observing it or waiting to go in? So like what we do every day is the same concept. We find a bias for a day, stick to a bias, and take trades going with the bias. The trades that we take are these trades right here. So if you go to my channel here, go to this right here, FOREX setups. This video I explained all the setups I enter off of, each and every setup right now that I have. So I had the breakout 1, breakout 2, and all of these. This is all we wait for. After finding a bias for a day, the whole day is just waiting for those setups to form, going with the bias, and that's all we're doing right now. So, like, we could get a move, we could not get a move. Who knows? But I know that by 9:30, 9:10ish, that's when I'm calling it a day. But that's how I stay disciplined. I don't care about anything else that happens. I don't care if gold came up 1,000 pips. If it's not the move that I'm willing to take, I didn't miss it, or at least it wasn't my opportunity to take a position. And that's how you stay as a robot, by the way, too. Once you figure out what trades you're willing to enter off of every day. So are you lacking on Discord? I am lacking on Discord, man. I'm sorry. Yo, but Wixon, what's your ranking at?
Like 6 or 7.
Let me check the leaderboard. What's my rank? 2nd? Fuck. What's it called? How are you lacking? Oh yeah, here we go. Coming in at number 1. Wow. We're tied. We're almost damn. You know what I could do, Mr. Jakes? I can just edit your first. Like I just, I'm not gonna do it though. Circle FX.
I'm number 7, damn.
King M. Samia, number 4. Yeah, these are all the London session traders, man.
Yeah, I peaked at number 3.
You peaked at number 3. How come you have a line as your display picture? What does the line mean? Hello? Hello, sir? Are you there, sir?
Yeah. I'm here. Oh, I hear you.
Oh, I asked what does the line mean on your display picture?
What does the line mean? What?
What does the line mean in your display picture?
What do you mean? That's just the king being disappointed.
Does it represent anything?
Yeah, I mean, it represents a stage in my life. It represents this epoch of my life.
I see. I see. I see.
It's like a tattoo. It's not supposed to mean something to you. It's supposed to mean something to me.
No, yeah, that's why I asked. Like, what does it mean to you? I go to the gym the time you start. Hey, man. Muscles don't last forever. I'm
Look at
playing.
this guy.
Health is wealth. Health is wealth.
Done. So like other streamers on YouTube, do they not have like a sub only mode like Courage and all those like big streamers?
They do. It's called members only though.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Is it the same as like Twitch, like
Yeah.
sub only mode? Oh, okay, so it's like paid to.
Yeah, but Twitch is obviously like the better like they have a better UI for that.
No, 100%.
But YouTube's getting there. I believe in YouTube. But you know, they're only the richest, one of the richest companies in the world, but you know, one day it'll get it done. Yeah. Don't you stream on Twitch?
I used to, bro. I was thinking about getting back to it, but it's just a lot of it is time, bro. A lot of it is time. But what I
Grind,
was
man.
what I was gonna do was just like upload on YouTube and stuff, but we'll see.
You gotta grind.
Yep.
About the grind.
This man
Bring it.
grinds hard, bro. Man told me his schedule. I was like, oh my, because I thought I grind hard. This man is focused,
Locked in 24/7.
locked
Yes,
in.
sir.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I'd rather be like this than like me wasting a bunch of time, having a lot of time on my hands and like not doing anything.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to just work on filling my gaps in my days. Like earlier after 1 p.m. like what did I do? You know? Like that's why I'm like I still fucking implement more shit. Get more hobbies going on. That like it's a blessing, but also a curse to have a lot of time in your hands.
Andre, you download Apex yet?
Yes, sir. Last night.
Nice.
Oh,
Yes.
Look in the home app associated.
Damn, brother, you have some Wi-Fi issues.
damn. The Wi-Fi down bad.
Did you try on Apex? Fuck, bro, I'm chalked on Apex.
I just downloaded it yet. I haven't even opened it up. I played it like probably like two or three times in the past, but it's definitely different.
One thing I can say is that every time I play a new game, it does like Apex does feel nice to play. Like movement, it feels new.
It's clean, bro.
But like I just want to go like every time I play Apex, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go back to Warzone movement because it's just like I'm a lot crispier in it, you know. But I guess it's just time I gotta put it into the game.
In it.
In it. Fuck, gold's pushing up here. Gold pushing up. That 4 candles reflipping bullish now. There's no sells here, chat. If I'm looking for a buys today, I want to see if we can get a closure above this resistance here, above 1738 ish, or maybe if we create a range in this area here. Let's say like so. This is a range 1 here. You have a support formed. You have a resistance formed. This is your range 1. If you get a breakout now to the upside, and then you're all of a sudden start to form a, let's say a support somewhere, let's say around here, you get a bearish candle closure at resistance, you come down to retest the lows for support. This now becomes your new range here, right? Resistance here. So I guess you can say at this support here, what we can do is look for buys going up if we respect that support and we close bullish at support. But it's either that or we just completely avoid this range here. Let's see what the market does here. Again, we don't know until the candles actually close. And we still have no bond wick on GJ. The hell? Oh. Apex really fun, yeah. I mean, everyone's playing it. Everyone's playing Apex now. I think I saw Symphony playing it, Tfue playing it, Nick Marks playing it, obviously. Insane. Why don't you trade after 1? I don't trade after 10. Oh, usually, like I'll say 95% of the time I don't trade after 10 a.m. But from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. is just me doing my workout, me posting content, and that's it. And eat, I guess. But that's about it. There's no point trading after 1. I'm trading GJ, right? I'm trading gold. There's no volume after like, I'll say 10, 30, 11ish, because you have NYSE, you have New York session opens up at 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. Eastern, and then you have at 9 a.m., 9:15, 9:30, you have the NYSE open. So after that opens up, it's kind of like we'll move for a bit, and we'll start to slow down a little bit, especially with the way that London closes, because London closes at 11 a.m. So like at 11 a.m. there's no point of trading because you don't have the overlap anymore. You have no volume. Like, yeah, some days you might get a push. You might get a nice push at like, 1 p.m., 2 p.m. like I've seen before. Everyone has seen it, but it's very rare for you at those days. So like, why would you want to trade to that time when long term the odds of you getting a position during that time isn't high, or at least volume isn't high at that time? Yo, Don, the other day you said you would spend 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. at one point, and that was like the first week I started. So I'm wondering what was the most amount of trades you took in one day back then. Probably back day, like maybe like 60 trades, maybe 60 trades, yeah, around there. Like back in the days, like I call myself a hyper scalper. Like, yo, what kind of trader are you? You're a hyper scalper. Nah, man, the word replacement for hyper scalper is just an emotional trader. That's what I was back in the day. Yo, Reza, you still here? Reza, so we got this closure above, right? I think what I meant earlier was that if you get closure above and then now you close bearish back into the range here, this is a fake out here. So I'm willing to take my sells coming down after we close back in the range in this situation here. But this is in like 30 minutes. Oh, it's 8 a.m. opening. Okay, cool. Ooh, 1 hour close above the range.
Where you at? This guy doesn't come on at all.
No, he'll be back tomorrow, I think. He's been in Texas for like a week, I think.
Supposed to be like a 2-day trip. He's there for a week. Shit. He's like, these NFTs go up another 10%. I'm buying property in Dallas.
I think gosh, I can't really expose. At a $100 account with over 150 trades in one day, what happened after? Did you flip the account? I'm guessing you flipped the account. The copies gonna move to 2024 to Battlefield 2024. I don't know. Like, I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna come up with a new map for Warzone, and it's gonna be all hyped again. But I don't know, man. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. It's just that, like, why can't you just implement like anti-cheat or some shit to like Warzone so we can, actually have some fun, and like maybe like the skill based matchmaking is kind of chalk too sometimes, like crazy. Ooh, gold close above the range in a 1 hour time frame. So like in this case, like yes, like you do have a 1 hour closing above the range. You would expect price now to continue up towards the next resistance, like so. If this is last year, I would take a buy here because we're now closing above the resistance. We're breaking on this range here for price to drive up. This is where I'll take a buy. This year, as we start to learn about fake outs, we avoid these ranges because this is just a range 1 breakout here. We have a support form, right? Resistance form here. You have a support. It's still in range 1. So this is where you're likely to get faked out on if there is a fake out. That's why I'm waiting to see if we can get a range 2 breakout, which is above 1737, or later on once you create a support here to create a range 2 for buys. But this is where I'll stay out. I wouldn't take this year. If you're taking buys, I think if you took buys in the opening of that candle, then you should be goody to move stocks to break even. This candle shouldn't flip bearish if it wants to drive up here. You're also like 7-8 pips in profit as well, above the top of minor resistance. So I'll be very cautious of that level. Other than that, I mean, keep in mind the 4 hour still bearish here, right? See what happens. I just joined. I'm confused. Yeah, you will be confused when you first join, which is fine because like we're like I'll say we're a bit more advanced. Like we do answer like beginner questions, but for the most part, what we're talking about is pretty like, yeah, I know the basics minimum. Like, yeah, I know what a pair is, what is forex, you know, how does forex move, what is foreign exchange, and you gotta know, like, yeah, I gotta have some idea for a strategy, but it takes time. If you tune in every day for a good minimum a month, you should be in good hands. You'll learn a lot. Like, we know people who came on streams for a good month and they started off from scratch, and now they're like saying charts in experience, I guess, have, you know, built discipline. So you gain that from the streams. Okay, if you get a 30-minute closure, guys, back into the range, I'm willing to take a position. But let's see what happens here. $30-minute closure. Where's the buying point? You can take buys if you want. I mean, we closed above the resistance. You would expect now for price to drive up, right? But for like this year, this isn't something I'll enter off of anymore. This is a range 1 breakout for me. I'm waiting to see if we can get a breakout back into the range here and then take sells coming down, because I am bearish on the weekly and the daily time frame due to the fact that they both closed bearish last week. So
even that flip ain't too bad though. Like on this hourly candle, once it flipped bullish.
Oh, for the entries?
Yeah, I think you could expect momentum to carry you at least like 7-8 pips and then go break even when it flipped here to go bull. I mean, that's something I would have been in all of last year, like you said. That's a trade I would have definitely taken.
Yep. I would have been in. But in this case, I think today we would have stopped that break even if we were bringing that trade anyways. So yeah.
100%.
I mean, okay, so the daily is bullish and the weekly is bearish. So right now the daily is bearish. I know right now it's bullish, right? But it doesn't actually mean it's bullish. Going off the previous candle, the way it closed, you can say that as long as we respect these highs here, you would expect today's candle to drive down. As long as it respects these highs here, the previous day candle high to drive down to fill the wick, because that's the same thing we'll wait for on a 15-minute time frame. Like, ignore the fact that this is a daily time frame. Just ignore that. Just pretend this is a 15-minute time frame here, right? It's a small time frame, and you got a closure below the support here. Let's say you have a support here, and you got a closure below. What you do in this situation is I'll enter a sell on a candle closing below. I'll enter a sell in the open of the candle. My stop loss will be the previous candle high, and my TP will be down here. And this is also why it's very important to understand the simple concepts of why we have our stop losses where they are. Because we understand that if price were to come up and break this high in a 15-minute time frame, you have a high chance that price may continue up to fill the range towards like 1800. So like, that's why I'm saying, like, on a daily time frame, as long as you respect these highs, you should be able to drive down still, and you should be able to flip, right? The same way I've been finding my buys for the past like 2 years, it's the same way I've been doing it every day. So like in this case, since we didn't break the highs yet, and this could just be a topic being created for price to drive down, I'm looking for sells, as I am expecting price to come down to fill this wick here, like so. Today, yo, Charlie Fish, I believe you might be new to the chat here. You might be new to the chat. I can tell you might be new. It's fine, but if you're looking for buys, look for buys, Charlie. I mean, nothing's wrong with that, right? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just going off of what I do every day, and this is what I do every day. It's the same way I find my buys, the same way I enter my positions. It's the same thing I do every day, and nothing changes, regardless of the outcome, long term at least. Right. Like, if you want buys, you can take buys right here. You're expecting price to push up towards the top of the range. Nothing's wrong with that at all. I would not take And if I missed the move, I missed the move. I didn't miss the move because it wasn't like an opportunity I would answer off of originally though, right? Yeah, so yo, Marty, if you go to the beginning of every single stream, that's where I break down my bias for a day. That's where I do the official like breakdown with the chat. Like it's a brand new fresh breakdown that I do every day, from the weekly down to the 30, down to the 4 hour, down to the entry point. So that's why it's important not to be late to the streams, because you'll miss out on a lot of that, and then you just come asking questions like you know, what should I do if this happens? What should, you know? So make sure you come on time so you don't miss that. It's very important. And the good thing though is that you can go back and watch the recap too. So if you want to do it right now, you can go ahead and do it. You can go watch the beginning. Yes, like some of the say that the huge rejection, like yes, but like the way we trade, we don't go off of emotions. We don't go off of guessing and gambling and like predicting. We go off what we see, and probability wise, like yes, this could be a rejection, but at the same time, it could be a wick fill, right? And off the way we break down wick fills, again, exclamation point wick fills. That this wick here is just a range being formed on the 30 minute or on the 4 hour time frame in this case, since it's a day time frame. The range is right here. It's a range being formed. So the moment we get a closure of resistance here, or a breakout of this 4 hour range, we should be able to come down to fill that range that's next, which is that wick. On a 1 hour time frame, there's clean traffic on a 1 hour time frame right there. So I mean, again, there's no like, you know, predicting, there's no guessing, there's no like, yo, I think this is a rejection, I think we're gonna reject here, I think we're gonna push up here. There's none of that in our vocabulary when it comes to trading. It's more so just off of probability, what we see in the past. Down bad to like 3 break even, that's fine. That's not really down bad, that's pretty good. That's fine. It's only down bad if you break your rules. Like Andre just said, if you break your rules, break your habits, if you whatever or leverage, over trade, that's when it's down bad. But as long as you follow your plan, you're in good hands. Your plan, right? Not my plan, your plan. How many pips do you cash month on average? I don't know. Like maybe 100, 150. Last time we caught like, I think minimum like 200 pips on the stream, I think. This is what, yo, look at this chat. 30 minutes now pushing. Yep, exactly. Or yeah, gold is doing exactly what we planned. So if we get a closure now, we need a closure. I don't earlier I said the 30 minute closure, but I'm willing to take a 15 minute closure back as well into the range here. With the ADM opening here. So let's see what happens here. Again, off of the way the 4 count closed there, we're still bearish here, right? We didn't break the 4 highs here. Like we're technically still bearish for price to continue down to fill this range here. So let's see. I'm just considering I'm not sure if I'm considering a 15 or a 30 minute in this case though. Not sure. Let's see.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What's crazy?
Nothing, just the fake out back in blew my mind.
But you know where it falls down to, right?
yeah, the range 1, range 2 breakouts.
Isn't that crazy though? We learned that like on stream this year.
Yeah. There was a couple times on stream since I joined where I would say something and then you'd like talk me out of it or something, and then that would happen and it just blew my mind. One of them was the no wick candles. It was like a huge rejection or something.
I'm glad you're learning.
I think you're gonna have to wait for the 30 here. Yeah, 30 will be fine too. If the 15 closes above, it'll give us a better reason to wait for the 30 instead. Yeah. But like, chat, even if you guys got in the position for buys, like you would have been break even. There was no reason not to go break even there. You're like 7% profit. See, you hit that little resistance on top of the
Yeah,
those
like
wicks.
100% break even. I had a good part of my book yesterday. It was like, what did it say? It said, I took a picture of it. It goes, I'm gonna read it. It goes, later, two of us wrote songs together for a living in a number of years. Three of the songs had the word rain in the title. Rain on Me, Rainforest, and Linda Rain. In each of those songs, the element of rain was a positive romantic element. Most songwriters write songs wherein the rain is a negative thing. Stormy weather, Baby the Rain Must Fall, and I Made It Through the Rain are examples. But it's our perception. Every feeling in life is. Perceive something in one way and you are terrified. Perceive it another way and you are happy. You get to write the perception. Always in life, you get to compose a song. That's crazy. Like, let's say you take a loss, right, chat? Take a loss on, whatever loss you took. You can look at it from two perspectives. One, you took a loss. You suck. Two, you took a loss, but at least now you can learn from the loss. There's always like multiple perspectives or multiple ways, or there's always multiple perspectives you can look at, whatever situation that occurs. Make the best out of it. It's crazy. GJ Booty in the range 1 to small. Oh wait, speaking about GJ here, yeah, GJ broke the 1 hour lows here, so insane. Hey, we now have that bottom wick, I guess. At the same time, you have the 1 hour star play happening the way too.
Yay.
But there's no sells for me here. Again, last year I would have taken a sell on the break of those lows because it was a breakout down to drive down right below the range. But this year, no, because my bias is bullish every day, and I'm only looking for bias above 153.212. So if you get a fake out back into the range, something that gold was potentially doing, then I'm looking for bias going up. Unless you get a range 2 breakout, which is probably gonna be below here, I'll look for sells below there. Because I'll look for sells below there coming down towards like here for a nice 15 pip range, 14 pip range. I literally look at it a lot and see what I did wrong, but what could have done better. Yeah, all depends on the way you look at it. Yeah, it's our perspective, man. I provided an example yesterday. I was like, yo, if you're working at, let's say you're working right at a grocery store, a customer asks you, yo, there's the IML stock here, can you go to the back and check? Usually the worker will get upset or annoyed because like, yo, why are you asking? I'm just trying to do what I gotta do. But then again, the customer's just asking a simple question. They're just asking if you have it in the back. But that is simple question. No, chat. If I, it's a great book. If you guys looking into something to get into. Also a quick read as well. I'm already like halfway through it in a day. Holy, GJ pushing down here off the 1 hour start play, coming down towards 152.995 here. So if you get a 30-minute closure now, let's see below the support here, we may use the current count stops to drive price down towards 152.826. Let's see, because that will be a range 2 breakout. What's the best site I have to trade on? I have had pocket option and I want to get into Forex because I've tried everywhere. So it's important to understand what a broker is, because once you know what a broker is in FX, you can then connect that account and you could then connect your broker of choice to your MT4 and MT5 account, whatever you want to trade on. So the trades you take will be on MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, but you must connect a broker to it beforehand. So search up best forex brokers or whatever forex brokers in my city, in my country, whatever it is that you're looking for, and then you connect that broker into your MetaTrader 4 MetaTrader if they support it, which they would usually I would say, and that's where you can trade. Does anyone know how many traders there are in the world? FX traders?
Google does.
Did they? Did they
Ask
really?
Google.
I don't even know that.
How many retail traders are there? Hey Google, how many retail traders are there in the world?
According to ITE Group,
2 million?
research by ITE Group shows that close to a quarter of U.S. adults with access to the internet are retail online traders, and an additional 6% are professional traders, together equivalent to a self-directed U.S. trading population of more than 54 million adults.
Okay.
Okay. Good answer. Wait, how many million? What did she say again? What is
You
seriously?
said roughly 54 million US adults are traders, but
How many of them are forex traders though?
that's what it is. It doesn't. I'm sure these are just people that are involved in the market, like stocks and but like everyone that works has stocks and mutual funds as part of their like retirement portfolio and 401k. So I don't know. We're gonna have to type in this question.
Oh my god, what? Do you see what gold is doing right now? Went down, came up. Yeah, this 15 chat came down. Again, we're waiting for a closure. It never closed below the support. It also respected the previous 15-minute low, so there's no sells, right, at all. There's nowhere we can sell at. And then now price broke the highs. It should be able to continue up here towards 1737 here. But again, there's no bias for me in this range. This is where I would normally stay out. Simple. Damn, 10 million first in the world today. 23 of those 10 million, 3.2% in Asia, 1.5% in Europe and North America, or 1.5 million. It's crazy. You ever trade EU?
Really?
No, sir.
Really, that's nothing compared to like the world population. Like this is nothing.
Yeah. I mean, that's including crypto too. I forgot. I'm pretty sure those numbers should go up this year for crypto and stuff. Everyone getting into TikTok and shit taking over. Right, TikTok? What you guys know about crypto?
Everything. They know everything about crypto. And if they don't know, they still know it.
Check us out. Averaging 10% daily. Live proof. You won't find a better signal group than mine. If you do, then let me know. All right, brother. Do you, boo?
We'll let you know.
Man, what's the point? Oh, wow. Gold pushing back down. This is why we stay up. This range one breakout, chat. Ooh, we might get 30-minute closure. 7 minutes left for a closure. Let's see what happens here. Let's see. You need a closure. Do not take any impulse positions. Do not take a position because you feel like price will drive down. I think price will drive down here, Don. I'm gonna take a position. I feel like price will drive down here, Don. Do not take impulsive positions. Wait simply for a closure, so you don't have to think about those you don't have to guess if you're gonna close below or not. All right, closures, yes.
Is very unforgiving to the impulsive people. Very unforgiving.
Impulsive people. Yes, you do have a 15-minute starter play. I mean, if I mean that's fine. If you want to enter off the 15-minute starter play, you can enter off the 15-minute starter play. That's if you want to, right? In this case, for me, I'm gonna wait for a closure on a 30-minute time frame. If you want to get impulse entry, it's 15-minute starter play. That's fine. You have 6 minutes left. Be patient. Set your hands. This is the same sell area where I got on yesterday as well during Asian session, as we faked out back into the range here. That took a loss on.
Wait, you lost yesterday?
Yeah, during Asian, I took a sell right here, like off the fact of the 15, or sorry, 15 closing the range here. There's a 30-minute resistance here. 30-minute close bearish, so I took a sell off the 1 hour starter play, but as it came down, and then yeah.
Damn Karen. Seen that commercial they got? Like, I'm sorry I called you Karen. That's my name. I'm sorry your name's Karen.
Yeah. Wait, no, I didn't see that actually.
Sorry I called you Karen.
Oh, chat. If I'm not wrong, did we draw out this candle here today? I'm pretty sure we drew it the fake out. Candle here today? I'm pretty sure we drew it out somewhere earlier in the stream. If anyone knows in the chat, let me know. Appreciate that a lot. Where was it? It was earlier. It was like way earlier. Should be around here. I'm pretty confident we drew it out. Oh no. Somewhere though. We definitely broke down a fake out somewhere. Oh no, we drew out that scenario if it were to respect that support. But where's the fake out? I'm pretty sure we drew it out. Let's see. 4 minutes left for a closing. If you get a closing here off of 30, I'm willing to take a sell position coming down. My stop's 40 pips. Goddamn. For a nice 50 pip target. Let's see though. We need a retracement somewhat, some type of retracement here though. About to happen. But hey, chat. If you avoided the buys today because this was a fake out, congratulations. You've learned how to avoid fake outs today. Congrats. Congrats. And this isn't the first time where we caught out a fake out, right? You have seen them happen multiple times for us on the streams. And the crazy part is that we learned how to avoid fake outs together as a community through the streams.
Gonna need a nice wick on the next candle and
yeah,
enter on the flip. I'd rather get the flip than the break. Shit.
So much value on the streams, chat. TradingView has a desktop app? Oh, that's insane. I would love to kill my computer with TradingView. Andre, you're gonna download the app?
You gotta go to lag.com or something.
This shit is gonna take off like a rocket. Fuck. That's probably fuck my thing up too. Damn, man. Iced coffee in the morning, chat. I think I need to go to the washroom. Still in beta. That's cool. They have they're still in beta for streams too. Live streams, I think too. I wanted to stream on TradingView and YouTube at the same time, but I feel like there'll be a lot more clear traders if I were to do that. A lot. A shit ton. Okay, so if we can get a retracement here. Man, stops are massive. Nice, 37 pips. Not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Let's see. Keep retracing. Keep retracing. Keep retracing. Perfect. Love it. Keep it tracing a little more. So what we're expecting here is for price to drive down to fill the range like so. All right. So we're expecting this candle to come out as long as it respects the previous candle high. So if we enter a trade in the opening of the candle or the break of lows, whatever it is that we're entering off of, we want to use the previous candle high as our stops. Unless you're using current count stops, that'll be a different story, because if you're using current count stops, you'll probably want a steeper wick being formed here on the opening of the candle. If you get a steeper wick, like maybe like a 10 pip wick or something, I'm looking to use the current candles. But let's see. 30-minute fake out back into the range, expecting this range to get filled, plus for us to continue further down as it is a fake out towards the next support, which is at like 1703. So I may actually attempt runners come all the way down towards the support here today. The daily candle flipping bearish again as we come down to tap that first target that we had, which is that first support level. Let's see though. Let's see if we get a bottom wick or not. Because if you don't get a bottom wick, then trade is chalked. How much I can tell you if we're not gonna get in. And by the looks of it looks like we're not gonna get a position. Unless you just
trace now.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
Speak it into existence.
Yeah, there's no way here we can probably use the previous count stops. What I'm gonna wait for here is maybe using the current count stops, but we need a nice wick being formed there, and there's no bottom wick here.
Wick.
Yeah, no wick. Perfect. So no entries for me here. No entries for me here at all. We're probably have to wait for 9 a.m. candle, unfortunately. And I know I'm gonna get the question right now, Don. What does it mean with no bottom wick? It means that you have no range to continue down. It becomes a 50-50 situation. I don't want to get in a 50-50 trade. It just lowers the probability by a shit ton. So that's why we stay out. I'm not looking to enter any sell positions here because they have no bottom wick. This is also a perfect example of setup versus entries, because now that you have a setup here, the setup is that we close below the range for the fake out. There's just no entry though. There's no like, bottom wick, so we can't really enter. But the setup is there overall. But yes, I still expect price to continue to drive down. It's just that me entering a position will lower the probability, so I'm just willing to stay out in this case. Check Discord. I got you. Where'd I go? So what do you think about this trade? Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Pro closes above the resistance entry at the flip of the 15-minute candle. If you know, you know. I don't know. Closes above the resistance. Lowest first count lows. Oh, this is your entry. Okay, I got it. That's a good entry. Yeah, that's a nice entry. That's I think earlier on though during the London session. Yeah, good stuff on that entry. Alex B with the chart here. Following the price action, we can see that price broke the lows but came back up, closing above the 1 hour range, within the range. Two candle clean trap to the left hand side out of multiple time frames, including higher time frames. After bullish engulfing on a 1 hour, 30 minute, 15 and 5 minute resistance, anticipated price to move up to previous rejection zones to create some liquidity for a move down. Market optimism is long term bullish but short term bearish. Then Pistol Secure just got stopped at break even. Good stuff, bro. Close above the range, looking for buys above. That's fine. I like this breakdown. I like how you have like a good explanation for everything that you did here. Makes perfect sense. Then what do you think about this trade here? We are bullish on a daily and weekly time frame. We are bearish on. Oh, this is GJ. Okay, makes sense. Close 4 hour close above resistance. Trade based on the 4 hour time frame. Forward came down with no top wick. Had a bias up on the flip of the candle.
Sucks.
Activated 6 pip stops. Close full when 1 hour closed below the red line.
That's a shitty activation.
So you had a sell stop once you close above the range. Well, I think this is more of an impulse entry here because it was a bullish candle closure above the resistance here. If anything, I'll look for I'll have a buy stop here. Oh, you had a buy stop on the flip of the candle. Oh, you got activated. Oh, okay. Damn. I see. Damn. I think it made sense there though. Sure made sense.
It's not a bad idea. It's just this sucks. You got what?
Yeah. Yo, we have the 1 hour server play right now. That's happening on gold here. But with the 30-minute candle closing the way it did, like again, if we were to get in this trader on the flip of the candle, I would have hit break even here. We got 10 pips, 13 pips, and would have hit break even anyways. That's fine. Yeah, I'm not in any positions, chat. And GG also, like, we have support right here. You close right at support. There's no sells here until we actually close below the support to drive down. So you went down like 15 pips of no top wick, so put a box up on the flip of the candle. Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do in that situation. I mean, you guys have the 4 hour time frame, right? So like using the current candle stops. Was it a new 4 hour candle? It was, right? Oh no, it wasn't. It was like 36 minutes left in that candle. Unless you sent the chart late, but I mean, did you wait for the first 15 to close on the new 4 hour candle? Because if you did, then you would have probably got a nicer wick being formed, maybe, potentially. Yo, chat, if you guys avoid fake outs today, put a 1 in the chat. That's, you know, I'm putting that in trades called fake out avoided. Not a lot of people talk about fake outs or even teach how to avoid fake outs. It was gold. Nice. If you guys avoid fake outs, I'm proud of you guys today for being disciplined and not having any FOMO fingers. If you got caught in a fake out, don't tell me we didn't warn you. And also, like, you would have hit break even either way if you got in the buys. There's no reason not to get break even. Got 10 pips, like 7 pips. Nice. Good stuff, chat. Okay, I'm gonna make these trade things a little smaller because it's kind of bothering my eyes here. This thing is way too big or way too small or way too big. There we go. And yes, gold's pushing down here. Do I have the urge to enter? Not at all, because this is something I'll take with no bottom wick. Look at that volume. I think it's fine though, chat, because like even if you miss this entry here, it's perfectly fine. Look at the ranges you have below. This is like butter. A 20 pip range, I'm sorry, a 200 pip range going down. So don't feel like, you know, you missed the move or anything, because you have a lot of opportunities today to enter. Where are my pants? All right. Have you checked the news for USD? 8:30, right? Minor news right now? Yeah. I didn't check it yet, but I mean, the numbers came out neutral. The last photo came out neutral. The first photo came out good. Therefore, go to the downside, potentially. Which made sense as to why we spiked there. But isn't it crazy how it played out perfectly with the tentacles? You know what I mean? Like, we closed like bearish here, and then we came down off the news candle as well. Coincidence, right? Nothing is a coincidence in life. Everything happens for a reason. So do candles. Who knows? Banks might be trading the way we trade. But hey. Oh my god. Wait, which one is it? Is it this one?
I guess we'll never know.
There you go, that's the one. That's I want to put that one. I guess we'll never know. Who knows? Banks could trade like us, the banks could trade it completely different. Who knows? But we'll never know. XUSD. How do you avoid a fake out on gold? What strategy behind it? Range 1, range 2 breakout. This is why we only wait for range 2 breakout when going against the trend, because the trend was bearish today on gold. Completely bearish. Weekly is bearish, daily is bearish. So we're following the trend, right? But when you want to go take a position going against the trend, you want to avoid the first range breakout. In this case, the first range breakout was right here. And this is what we told you guys to avoid. Because there was a breakout here. People would be, you know, looking for positions here for price to drive up. But since it was a range 1 breakout, that's where we look to stay out and wait for a range 2 breakout. So in this case, the range 2 breakout was above here. Buys were above 1737 and not above 1731. And that's why and how we avoid fake outs today. Get the vibes going, play some hip hop. No trades, don't need the vibes. Colors, you sound like you're new here. I mean, what am I gonna play? I can't play music. I mean, I can play the intro song again for you guys.
Okay.
Can you say February again?
February.
All right.
February.
I had said I know I chalked it when I first said it. That's why I caught myself.
Wait a minute. What did he say?
He put a little Latino on it.
Febrero.
Febrero.
Latino. Febrero. My tongue is too short for me to speak. You know.
He said, "Say it again."
I can't roll my R. I can't roll my tongue. I can't do shit with my tongue, man. Pause. But no, yeah. my tongue is too short, bro. I think it's a Vietnamese thing, yo.
For the other day, I was like, I was thinking about like people who can't roll their R's, and I was like, bro, how would I explain it to where like to teach them how? But like, there's really not a way to kind of.
I can't.
Teach them, but it's like I don't know. I guess it could be naturally, but.
Yo, my bad, Preezy. I think you asked that question like 2 times. No, I got you, bro. Don, am I right that a range 2 breakout is equivalent to a break of highs or lows on a daily time frame, allowing you to change your buys? No, not quite, because like we had a range 2 breakout there, but we weren't breaking any highs or lows on gold on a daily time frame at all, right? It's more so just like I stick to on buys, yes, but the only time I switch my buys is if you get a range 2 breakout, because we understand that fakeouts, FAKEOUTS only occur, or high probability only occur off of the first breakout, which is where people get stuck on, especially if you come to the charts and you put buys above here and sells below here on your screen every day, because that's where you like to get faked out on, because you have 2 biases for a day instead of sticking to 1 bias. So that's the reason why we added that, or we implemented that into our strategy this year. So that's why how we avoid fakeouts nowadays. And not a lot of our traders talk about that. People just say, you know, you can't avoid fakeouts because a fakeout is a fakeout. But then again, you can't avoid them completely. Don't get me wrong. You can't 100% avoid them, but you can increase your probability of avoiding them. And that's what we did this year. Again, always looking for ways to improve and innovate and get better as a trader. Never think of yourself as an all-time GOAT, as the best trader in the world, because you never have room to grow if you put yourself in that box. All right.
I think his question is more along the lines of where's range 1, range 2. You
No,
know,
I think he was asking like on the break of the highs. I mean, if that's your question, I'll answer that too. I mean, range 1, range 2 is it's just ranges. It's just simple ranges. So like in this case, you have a range 1 right here. You had a range 1 fake support form. You had a resistance form. This equals 1 range, right? Because a support and resistance equals a range. Range 1, and then your second range, if you break above here, it would be this range. This is your second range, because now we're breaking into this range. So this is your range 2. So if I was looking for buys today, going against the trend, I'll look for buys above 1737 only, and not above here, because we understand that this is a fake out. So to answer that question, there's that answer. Why don't you think 728? Because 728, the range go down is very small. I'd rather just might as well wait for 725 to break. And also, like, I couldn't, even if I wanted to enter on a break of the 28, I couldn't even get an entry in because you didn't really get a closure in it then. GJ, 15-minute incoming. Incoming. Yes, no song?
Let me get him, yeah.
Yes, no song? Incoming. Reminds you of that Connie and Lil Baby song. Around 30 pips to 1725. Yeah, it is around 25. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, you could have taken it, but like if I were to go back and really look at it, like there's nowhere where I would have entered at all. Like where I would need to wait for a closure below his ranger. I'm not taking any impulse positions, right? Number 1 rule on this stream here is that we do not take any impulse positions, and we stick to one bias, and that's what's been increasing our win rate this year. We don't take any emotional entries. What's the name of that song? It's called Nah Nah Nah, but Kanye deleted it. He took it off Apple Music and Spotify and like YouTube.
They gon' hate on the young nigga anyway. They only call me when they having bills to pay. Ain't nobody ask.
Lil Baby snap though, but I mean, I don't really like Lil Baby. I never did. Okay, so you avoid the first breakout if it's not in line with your bias. Yes, but we change your bias from the second range. No, I wouldn't change my bias originally. Like I still have that bias in the back of my head, but I'm willing to take a position because I understand that we have a high probability for price to drive up towards whatever the next range is I'm looking towards in that situation. What up, Reza?
Yo, for gold, would you see the 15-minute closing below the range and then the next 15 giving us a pretty steep upper wick? Would you see it flipping as a potential entry or no, because there's a support really close by?
Below what support?
Go on the 15. Go on the 15. So the 15-minute close below, and this other one has a pretty steep wick. That support you have right there sells below here. You wouldn't consider getting in on a sell.
Here?
On the flip of the, yeah, you wouldn't consider getting on a sell because there's support close by, right?
I mean, you have a 9 pip like advantage here where you can move your stops to break even on, but since this is the last 15 of the hourly here, I might as well just stay out and wait for the hourly candle close, which is also the forward candle close in this situation.
Okay, yeah, true.
No, yeah, I mean the range isn't that great as well, which is the main reason. Yeah, probably wait for a closure here. I believe as long as this forward candle closes bearish here, the next forward candle should likely continue down to fill that wick and fill this range here that's creating here, and then potentially continue down towards like the next support after at 703. But the day just started to flip here, so we have a long ways to go. The 1 hour candle, as long as it closes below this support, we should be goody. So you're looking at a position around like 9:15, 9:30 ish, I want to say, because 9:15 is after the first 15-minute candle of the forward candle.
All right, sounds good. Respects.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, ski. To this day.
To this day.
Hey, what is the meaning of taco? You never seen that video, brother?
The table is being set. Tonight, at the main event, live.
It's LeBron, by the way.
October 1st. On this beautiful Tuesday. What do we have?
Taco.
Who do we have? How much do we have? What is today?
And what does he have? Like every kid from the neighborhood? Over
You know what it is! It's Taco Tuesday! Bryce, what is it? Taco Tuesday! Zuri, what is it?
That's where I got it from. That's where I put Taco Tuesday today. Is your swap high public? It's not public. Oh no, I think I don't have any playlists for it. Like I haven't made anything for it. I also just switched to Apple Music because like the quality is 10 times better on Apple Music. Plus I got lyrics on Apple Music too. So I'm switching from Spotify.
They got lyrics, not sings along.
I mean, I think I'm gonna still have Spotify because I'm using Spotify for I'm going to admit the real reason why I'm actually switching, chat. The main reason is because at the end of the year they show your top songs that you played, and it shows the whole like list of the songs that you played for the year, like your top played songs, how many hours you. So like this year I use Spotify for this music, this copyright free stuff, and that's gonna ruin my top songs of the year, so I don't want that to ruin that. So I'm gonna use Apple Music for my music and then Spotify for the streaming stuff. So I guess I'll make a public playlist one day with like the songs we use on the stream.
Oh,
GJ breaking the 30-minute lows for a 30-minute starter play, or a 15-minute starter play. A 30-minute candle is flipping bearish here again. Wait for a closure in 7 minutes here, and then we can get sells coming in. Chat.
I think I'd rather be in GJ.
Really? I mean, I'm both is fine for me here, but let's see.
I just feel like gold's gonna be a long trade.
Potentially.
Long runners over there.
It's so hot, man. Holy shit. It's lights on.
I'm hungry. I'm definitely going to get some tacos after this.
Yo, TikTok. Peace and love. I appreciate you guys for supporting today. Of course, any day. Thanks for all the followers today. Almost at 10K actually. That's insane. But yeah, peace out TikTok. Love you guys. Catch you guys on YouTube side. If you guys haven't done so yet, join the YouTube side. All right. It's a better learn. It's a better experience there. Peace and love. All right, TikTok is out of the way. Okay. My favorite part is to check. Damn, 67K in that TikTok the other day. There are lyrics on Spotify? There are? I mean, they used to have lyrics. They took it out. They took it off. They don't got lyrics no more. Because the company that was with them for lyrics left them. Or they left. They didn't want to renew the contract for the lyrics company. Okay, let's see, chat. The 4 accounts unclosed bearish. You're back in the range on GJ here, but the daily is still bullish. Let's see where we close here. It's very important that we close below 153.096, which looks like we are gonna close below there. But let's see what happens here. You have a little bit of time left. You have about 6 minutes left. Ooh, gold is not gonna close below our 1 hour support, perhaps. I guess I'll still close below this support. They have their own now, really? So if I open up my phone right now and play some Spotify music, they tell me I will see lyrics. To this day. To this day.
To this day.
Will we close below here on GJ, or will price reject? Is this the right sound?
Nope.
There we go. Yeah, that actually sounds kind of cringe every time I click it by accident. It just doesn't make sense. Why not thinking about GJ sells, bro? What do you mean? I am looking for sells on GJ. I just need this 4-hour candle to close in 4 minutes here, closing below this support here. As long as the 4-hour candle closes below that support, you would then expect the next 4-hour candle to continue down. But since we're closing below here, we'll still be in a range 1 breakout, which is why I'm not looking for sells in this area here. I'm looking to get sells in after you close below 152.997. So step 1, wait for the 4-hour close. Step 2, wait for a closure below 152.999, then take your sells coming down. But again, you need a closure below here as well as a closure on the 4-hour time from below that support. So once you get this candle, that's when I'm taking my sells. Until then, there's no sells positions taken here. It doesn't make sense to take sells right now. Price is bullish right now. Where price is. Alright, chat. Capiche?
Will we get it?
Well, I mean, I believe the 4 should close below here, but let's see how the 1 hour reacts. 1 hour should look good. Looks good too. People get confused with this. Like, this is the original bias here today. It was bias for me. Like, technically, like, yes, like, even though we're bearish on the 4-hour time frame, the daily time frame can still flip at any given point due to the fact that the daily is heavily bullish. We broke the daily highs for a daily star replay going up, right? So we can still drive up at any given point, but the only bias I'm looking for today is if you break above 153.217 here, or the 4-hour candle closes above 153, and you might get a fake out back into the range on gold as well, or on GJ as well, as you never broke out a range 2 breakout. So let's see, looking interesting now, actually, as we're driving up here, pushing.
Last 4 minutes of the last 3 minutes.
I
of
guess
the 4
we'll never
hour.
know.
Yeah, last 2 minutes of the 4-hour candle.
That's volume.
TikTok getting abandoned? Yeah, I learned to be nicer with TikTok, you know, because they drove me a shit ton of followers on Instagram, like 100 followers off the Instagram, off the TikTok. Insane. If you guys haven't done so yet, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. I appreciate you guys being here today, by the way. You know, every day. Appreciate you guys every day for joining, tuning into the streams. Appreciate you guys who are early too. You know, saying charts in, asking questions. It keeps the stream engaged and vibey, I guess. So. But if you come here with negative energy, we don't need that. We do not need negative energy in this chat here. You can go to a different chat and do that stuff. I sent you a screenshot on Discord of what? Let me just open a message over here. Case and pause. What does that mean? Is that when you subscribe to the channel? Wait. Spotify has lyrics? Let me check. I deleted Spotify. Fuck. Really? When did they update that? Like this week or something? Today? I've been using Spotify for like 5 years. Never had lyrics. You ever get a chance to listen to Nasty C? Nah, brother. Never listened to Nasty C yet. I just don't know who he is. Who is Nasty C? Hey Don, you're a hands down nice guy on stream. I listen to speakers, so it's quite family friendly. Hey man, appreciate it. Sometimes we might throw jokes here and there, but you know, it's all good. We try to keep it chilling here. Appreciate you for being here today, man. Yeah, let's see. Gold closing in 29 seconds. It looks like we should be goody for the sell positions below that range there. So we just need a closure below on gold here. But I believe GJ is not bad at all too. 4 hours unclosed bearish on GJ. And I believe once you get this 15-minute closure or perhaps a 15-minute starter play, we can get sells coming down here. So
how many pips is that on that wick?
That wick from where we are, the body, is gonna be a 5 pips. I think I'd rather wait for a closure here due to the fact that we're like actually closing above the support here.
No, I meant the wick down on the previous candle. Oh, it's how much range is there?
Wick down.
I'm looking at it right now.
The break of these lows?
Yeah.
An extra like 5. Together is 10, extra 10 pips.
Yeah, 5 pips. The 1 hour flip gives a nice wick down. So it's just the 30 is bull, the 2 previous 15 is bull. Yeah, if we break those lows, it should be good.
I prefer the 4 hour starter play. Still bullish on for gold, no range to breakout. 4 hour starter play. Where's the 4 hour starter play? Oh, for yeah, I mean, if that happens, that'll be great too. We can get our bias going up, but let's see. We really just need a closure. Let's see, stream. Gold here. Okay, cool. So gold closed bearish here. This is a new forward count topic being created here. I believe once you flip here, it should be good to drive down towards the support. At the support, you probably want a closure below on a 15-minute, 30-minute time for price to drive further down. Gold here. GJ dropped. I mean, GJ closed bearish on the forward time frame again. Opened up with no bottom wick. I do expect the candle to flip bearish here after it creates a top wick, as long as it respects these highs. Because if it respects the highs, then high chance we should just continue up. But as long as we flip bearish before we're breaking those highs, we should be good to drive down here towards the support at 152.989. Looking for sells after you get a 30-minute closure below the range or a 15-minute closure below 152.989 for sells to come down. All right, so you see how like the forward time frame will match up with the 15-minute, 30-minute time frame after we close below. Until that happens, there's no positions for me though. I would have maybe attempted some fake out buys on gold on GJ if the forward candle closed above 153.089, but since it didn't close above there, it closed below. Taking those buys would be a bit risky. I'll say you might as well wait for buys above 153.217 due to the fact that the forward closed heavily bearish back into the range.
And look how this candle opened.
Yeah.
Driving straight up. So at some point it should come, you know, make this bottom wick.
See, is that a resistance right now? taking the week off. Market conditions is not good right now. I mean, whatever you're comfortable with, right? If you're not comfortable with the market conditions right now, then you gotta trade the week. That's the beauty of FX, though. You choose when and when not to trade. These conditions for me are fine. These are like normal conditions for me that I would normally trade on. So, but you do you, boo. Whatever works for you. What time frame you look for an entry? 15-30 minute time frame for entries. You have CPI news tomorrow, right? Yeah, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. CPI news. Thursday you have PPI, and then Friday is chill day. Okay, cool. So this is Thursday and Wednesday we gotta worry about for news. Should be interesting tomorrow. Should be a lot of volume. So far for August, we've taken 3 trades on stream, by the way, chat. It's been 10 days, 3 trades. I mean, not the fastest start, but 2 wins, 1 loss on stream this month. Which is why I think we started with July with same thing. We started off 2-1, I think. See, will GJ flip bearish on the forward time frame, or will we continue up? GJ fake out buys, I just broke that down. I literally just broke that down on how like I would have attempted fake out buys, but since the forward candle closed bearish back into the range here, you cannot. If the forward candle closed bearish but respecting the support to the left like so, then yes, you can say that for respecting the support. Since the day time frame is bullish though, we can still take buys going up as you break back into the range, but in this case, since it's bearish, you might as well wait for a closure above 153, 214 or 217, because that's also a 4-hour candle breaking the highs as well for a 4-hour starter play if you get a closure above the range on a 30-minute time frame. So the buys for me would be above here like so. If you get a closure above, I'll look for buys going up to fill the next range like this. All right.
Yo, I'm gonna be heading out here, Don. I'll catch you later, bro. Later, Andre. See you guys.
All right,
see you
peace
guys tomorrow.
Take it easy,
out,
fam.
boys.
Have a
Take
good
it
day.
easy, chat.
Peace.
See you guys.
Have a good day, sir. Would you consider gold sells on the flip? No, because again, we broke this down 5 minutes ago as well. Waiting for the 4-hour candle flip, yes, after it creates a top wick, but also needing a closure below 1725 here for sells to actually play out for me. Let's see. What about the day candle on gold? Daily candle on gold. It's bullish. I mean, it's bearish. Yeah. We broke this down at the beginning of the stream already. We broke down how I'm expecting after you create a top wick and after price rebreaks the lows for price to come down to fill that wick as the gold did kind of close below the range on a daily time frame. So this is what I'm expecting, but it doesn't mean you can take sells like right away. Again, I'm waiting for the forward candle to close bearish, to flip bearish here, and then waiting for a closure below 1725 for price to drive down towards the next support at 1703. Right, but you need a closure plus the forward candle flip for that all to make sense and play out in that situation. Well, I take gold sells on the flip again. Just ask that question, chat. You guys are crazy today. You guys are insane today. A lot of earwax in the chat today. Yeah, man. You guys are crazy, man. Literally just answered the question 3 times on gold and GJ, and then you guys asking the questions. Come on, chat. Come on. What's going on today, chat? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, you need badges.
I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know what's going on with the chat today. It's funny. Like, I don't mind answering questions all day, but like when you asking the same questions back to back like that, come on. Would you consider GJ buys right now? We just broke that down as well. We broke down how I would consider buys if the forward candle were to close bearish above the resistance, but since it closed bearish below the range, there's no buys for me. And what I'm going to look for buys is once you get a closure above 153.217 here, because that will also break the forward highs as well. Yo, chat, what's going on for real? You guys coming here blindly. Nah, they got me. They chilling for sure, chilling. So right now on Gold Dawn, fuck, okay, yo, I'm done. I'm done. Oh man, you guys are insane. Give me a trade of take, please. You guys are crazy, man. Insane. I'm putting my desk in, I'm putting my desk in snap mode, man. I can't do this no more. Oh, fuck.
This is toxic. Sitting is toxic.
Well, there you have it. Gold has officially flipped. GJ is about to flip here. I believe once you get a closure below 157.25, again, a closure below 1725.129, I will look for a sell position using the 30-minute stops as my stops in this case, or the current 15-minute stops, right? The previous kind of low, but you need a closure below here. GJ, same concept. 4 hour is flipping, yes, but I need a closure below 152.989 for an entry. So we're gonna wait for that to happen, and once that happens, we'll be in. But until then, no positions right now. What is the good habits of successful traders that you must follow daily? Never enter off of emotional trades. Never have impulse entries, because those are considered impulse position or emotional entries. Sticking to a playbook that you have formed off sample sizing. So whatever sample sizing you're doing, whether you're looking for entries or whatever it is that your entries are, make sure you have a decent sample size in those trades, because once you figure out the sample sizes and the numbers and the probabilities of those trade setups, that's all you look for in a day-to-day basis, because that is part of your plan. And that's what we do here. We have a playbook. I have a playbook that I've been using and entering off of, and I only have those 4 to 5 setups. Anything else I don't consider at all, because it's not my setup, and that's all we do every day. And those are the habits I practice, because if you don't enter off of your subs and your entries and you enter off of emotionally, those would be considered bad profits, and bad profits long term lead you to bad habits, which leads you to long-term L's. Whereas practicing good profits and good trade positions leads you to long-term good habits and builds your discipline as a trader to become a consistent trader. Okay, cool. So, perfect. Closure on a 30-minute, right, or the 15-minute? Anything is fine, but like we're approaching the 15-minute time frame right now, and it looks like we're not going to close below, so maybe a 30-minute closure on gold on GJ here, unless you close below right now. Ooh, looking lovely. Looking lovely. So expecting this forward count to continue down on GJ here. With that in the back of our minds, we're considering taking an entry on a 30-minute closure below the range, or a 15-minute closure. Oh, sitting on gold here. Nice, perfect. We flipped in the candle. Price came down, filled that wick. Perfect. So now it should come down towards 725, tap our target for the forward candle. And once it closes below, we should be goody for positions. Let's see, 2 minutes left. We have a lot of time. I guess you have the onion here on GJ here on a 15-minute time frame here. I'd rather wait for a breakout. Stops are, how big are stops here? 15 for 15. Ooh, 15-minute start play or 30-minute start play happening right now, very soon. Let's see. Don, just a quick question. What do you think about grind trading? I know they are dangerous, but many of times after stop loss, the trade takes off. I believe that's very emotions. I believe when you take your stop loss off or you blame that, yo, price manipulated me and price continued up after, it's more of an emotional thing because you're blaming the markets for no reason when you should be blaming yourself. Like, you should understand that if price were to hit, like, you should understand where your stop loss is placed and why it's placed there, right? Like, for example, like when we take a position, let's say we take a sell position here, like this, our stop loss for the entry candle would be the previous candle high, because we understand that if price were to continue up, it'll come up and break this high to continue up towards this resistance. So there's no reason of us losing these extra ranges right here when the moment we break this high, the trade's invalid, right? So we understand why we have our stop loss where it is. Whereas if you whatever strategy that you just said, the grind strategy, whatever it is, it's again very emotional. Your stop loss would be placed randomly at all times. It wouldn't be a consistent stop loss that you would look to put your stops on. It's very random in RNG. Again, comes down to emotions, right? I also don't know what grind strategy is as well. I have no idea what that is, but off of reading what you said about how like you take your stop loss off and or sometimes hit your stops and takes off, like, that's very emotion. And again, we don't do anything emotional in our strategy at all. Meditation's part of your life, Don? Nah, not right now, but I'm looking to get into that stuff. It's pretty cool. The grid strategy? Yeah, I don't know what that is, man. I have no idea what the grid strategy is, if I'm being honest. No idea. No, yo, Marty, I know what you're targeting towards. Like, did I use bigger risk when I first started my account with a smaller account? Yeah, I did, but those bad habits. Like, even when I made even when I made profits, those weren't good profits. Those were bad profits because I was over risking. Those are bad habits to build. You don't want to do that long term. You're not gonna get anywhere because long term, imagine doing that with a bigger account. It's not gonna play out. So just treat the small account as if you would to treat the bigger account. You get the same results either way. You get the same percentage in gains. Long term, not worth it. Nah, even if you have a $100 account though, like, you should be treated the same. Okay, so GJ here closed on a 15-minute time frame, respecting the support. There's no sells here. You do, however, have a potential onion play here coming down to retest the lows, but I'll preferably wait for a closure below here on a 30-minute time frame in about 13 minutes here. Same with gold here. If you get a 30-minute closure below the range, it should be good for sell positions here. I prefer gold. Actually, I don't know. I prefer. Both look clean. Both make sense.
Yeah, Andre with the breakfast position. Took a buy on that breakfast.
Breakfast.
About to TP.
Trade file stop loss? Yeah, like never trade without stop loss. Again, like, I feel like it's an emotional thing. People sometimes move their stop losses, they move their TPs all the time. Again, it's emotions. Emotions don't last long. Emotions changes every day. It changes every day. So when you have an emotional stop loss or an impulsive stop loss, it's very subjective and it changes every day, and it's not long-term consistent at all in any given way, shape, or form.
GG celery.
Yeah, you taking that or are you waiting for a closure?
No, I'm gonna wait for a closure. I don't like the fact that this candle broke the previous candle's high, and now it's gonna drive down.
Well, it was a 1 hour high work being formed, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you mean though. For sure. Emo trends, man. That's what happens when you trade out stop loss.
We got so much time for the next candle. It's just 12 minutes. It's like
Yeah.
literally.
There's one way to like have a stop loss, and it's another thing to understand what is your stop loss and why is it there. A lot of traders don't understand why their stop loss is there. They just have a stop loss because they think that the moment it hits their stop loss, you lose money. That's not the point of a stop loss. It's to understand with market conditions and market price action or technicals, understanding what would happen to the stop loss if it were to get hit. Right? That's key. All within the candles. Where can we find your chart settings? Right here. Appearance. Use my borders, etc. Colors. That's my color right there. Oh no. Red. Paste today, etc. Yeah. Oh, GJ 3rd minute broke the lows here. Okay.
Yep.
We have 10 minutes left for a closure. Should be interesting. Nice.
I just run down.
3rd minute start has been broken. It has potential to drive down here, but understand that I'm willing to quote unquote miss out on the opportunity here because I would rather get a closure, which would make me a lot more comfortable to enter the position. I'm not looking to take a 3rd minute start play here because I prefer to get a closure here because this is a pretty decent support you have here, right? So that's why I'm not taking any positions there. If it goes down, it goes down. Just be open to the fact that you may miss the opportunity if you wait for a closure, which is fine. Not every trading scenario there.
It's alright. You also got to realize there's another tab on your screen that has XAU USD.
Yeah, that's well. That as well, brother. Look at these shots, man. Crazy. Chat, I really appreciate us being here at the end. Low chalk stream in the beginning, but yes. Yeah, it's ended off being good today. GJ. Someone put it here. Sells below here. Closure. Very key. And if you took an impulse position, I don't know what to tell you. We talk about it every day. Can I get an exclamation point SIE in the chat? Yes. I love when you guys play SIE. I love it. No impulse entries. Yes. Yes. Someone said they did strategic buys. I mean, hey, if you believe, if that is your strategy and that is part of your plan to take buys, and that's your plan. Nothing much I can say on it, right? That's not my plan to take buys at all in this area. But again, do what works for you at the end of the day, man. Do what works for you. Do what works for you. Should be trolling though. I'm pretty sure you're trolling. You've been here for a while.
Yeah, I'm confused. That's not a buy. I see him partake.
Nah, he's trolling for sure. Trolling. I see an order block. Okay, brother, you're trolling.
Came to me in a dream.
Yo, I feel so. I think I might just do my workouts at night. Like I feel so much. I did my workout at night, or during the day. Cause like, if I do the day before, I don't gotta worry about it on stream the day after. Like I don't gotta do my workout after the stream. I'm chalked for the day. Andre, let me know when you get when you want to be unmuted. Or just give him the sign.
Popping. I was chewing loud from breakfast.
Man, it's hungry.
LaFame and I had sell stops on the 30-minute candle like a minute ago. That 30-minute closure below the range at like 153.002.
Oh, below there. I see.
Yeah, And then the next 30-minute came down, literally activated both of us by like a pip. And then that 30-minute candle respected 153.09 and 4 hour close below, 1 hour close below. So I kept my position open.
Nice.
And at this point, I've moved my stop loss from the previous 30-minute high, which was at like 153.17, down to the current 4 hour high, which is like 153.13.
Yeah. It should drive down here pretty easily towards 152.839 here. 16 pips.
Build the wick.
Yeah, for the wick minimum stops are breaking if you guys got on the 3-minute start play. But yeah, should look like they continue down further towards the next range. So we have about 6 minutes left for closure here, and once you get this closure, should be good for positions. Yeah. Let's see. And again, we may miss the move. I said it earlier, we may miss the opportunity because we had a 3-minute start play there. But I'll rather miss the opportunity than do something I wouldn't take.
Oh yeah, it's gonna fucking blow right past it.
If it re-breaches lows again, then you can say ciao Bella. And this is where people take impulse centers on right here. Like this 3-minute start play wasn't really an impulse entry. Like it's a start play that we have, right? An impulse entry is more so like this low right here. Like if you enter a sell over here, that's more of an impulse because you're entering out with emotions. The start play is a setup and a play that we normally enter off of on a regular day basis. So it's a bit different.
Yeah, it's about to be 9:30. Ship out of volume about to come in.
9:30. Damn, it's late. Thought it was like 8:30. You taking
like
any
Monday.
positions, Wixline, or no?
No, not yet. I think if I miss GJ here, I'm gonna wait for it to come back, or I'm gonna look at gold. But I'm pretty sure gold's gonna set up very nicely. I like how it's driving down.
Do you learn from him? Oh. And exclamation point mentor. Has the strategy changed? I remember last year you took yes, it has. So that's why I didn't take it this year as much. Like I don't take impulse entries this year. We also stick to one bias this year. You guys remember last year? You come to the streams last year, and this will be on my screen. I'll have like, yo, buys above here, sells below here. I have 2 biases for a day, and that's why I would say I took majority of my losses last year on, because I had 2 biases plus we took a lot of fake outs. We got in a lot of fake outs because of that reason. So this year we stopped doing that due to the fact that we spent majority of this year backtesting that and learn how to avoid those things. So we don't do it anymore. Are you into sells? No, I'm not. I'm waiting for a closure here in 3 minutes here. Once you get this closure below in 3 minutes here, I'm willing to take a position. But you need a closure below 152.989 for me to enter. If you enter on 3 minute start play, you should be break even minimum. I'm losing that trade at all.
You would have been break even already, would have hit.
How long have you been trading? 3 years. Carlo, what's up, brother? Carlo, I was gonna give you a call yesterday, bro, about the thing. You have my number. I'll hit you up after. I think you were sleeping though. It was like 5 p.m. It was like late your time. Ooh, 2 minutes left. Could we get a closure before we miss the move, or will we just drive down and call it a session, or move on to gold? Both look beautiful. Patience, chat. Patience. 2 minutes left.
Oh, you re-broke its lows. It's about to drive down the last 2 minutes. Yep.
Should be fine to drive down here.
Perfecto.
I hope you win your position, Premier, but I really hope it
Yeah,
pulls
thank
back.
you.
I hope it pulls
I know
back.
you want the pullback, but
Are you at break even?
nah. I mean, I should be. I'm like up 5 pips, so I guess I'll. This current 5 minutes about to break its own low again, and once it does that, I'm gonna slide to break even. Only problem is that it's like
pullback.
Yeah, but I feel pretty good about this position. I'm not like really stressing it. I guess the only reason I would really move stops to break even if this 30-minute closes no bottom wick, then I'm gonna move stops to break even. But I have my stop loss at the 30-minute high, which is what your guys' stop loss will be as well.
I think I'm using the current count stops of this new candle because I can't really, unless you get a pullback here and we close like right below it, then you get maybe a 1-to-1. But I'm looking overall to use the new what do you call it? The new
current
candle highs. Yeah. So like the only way I'll enter now is if you get a nice top wick being formed before we actually flip. So something like this probably. And then I can get an entry on the flip. But other than that, I can't really put myself in a position where it's like it's like you're risking 80 pips for 11 pips. It's not worth it, right? You need a 1-to-1 here, so that's why I'm using the current count stops instead in this situation. Ooh, gold is pushing down too, yo.
Bottom wick.
Gold closing below the range soon. Wicks.
Yeah, I see. Well, it's not there yet.
20 seconds.
Below the 1 hour, but my support's on the 30. Chiche.
Nice.
Ooh, there's volume here.
So we need a nice top wick now being formed. For me, since we're using current count stops, we need a nice top wick being formed. I can't really enter position using current count stops and to break those lows there because it'll be like 2 pips. But it looks like price will be driving down here, sir. Yeah. No positions for me. These 15-minute stops with 12 pips. Is it 12 pips? Ooh, it was actually not. The 15-minute stops weren't bad. Oh yeah, you're right. I thought it was the first 15 to the 30. I forgot it was a 30-minute candle, not a 15. It's fine. So if you get a nice top wick being formed now, we can probably enter on a break of the lows here. So let's see what happens. Let's see.
Damn, some volume.
Well, there's the break of the lows.
Damn.
Yeah, it should drop nicely down here towards 152, 832. Gold close right at support. There's no sells for gold for me here in this situation. Like this position would have been fine if we entered off of the 15 on a break of the lows, because there was a low wick. But since we're using the current count of stops, it was very important for us to get a nice wick because you need a nice stop loss, right? You can't just have a 2-pip stop loss. Very tiny.
Jump out on GJ.
How you know it's a fake out on gold? Because there's a range 1 breakout to the upside before we drop down. It wasn't a range 2 breakout. Exclamation point ranges in the chat. It'll pop up a video for you. I was gonna say earlier, chat, if I think we came down to re-break the current count lows again on the 1530, but I was gonna say earlier, as prices pushing up and reflipping, if we were to get like a nice top wick being formed, maybe something like this, and then you flip, you can probably use the current count stops, but the ranges aren't that great now that we have a new low. Let's see. It's at the minor support here at the 152.918. Makes sense to why it kind of started to reject there as well. No positions for me, chat. Yet. Any calls? No. Not yet. Very interested in sells though, and also gold sells. But again, we need what we explained to work out in the situation for us. Okay, so on the rubric, there's lows here. The range to go down is 8 pips. I was gonna say, if we could have like, now that we have a nice top wick, on the flip this low, we can get sells coming in and break those lows due to the fact that we closed below the range here. But since the range going down on the break those lows are very small, it's only like a 7 pip range going down below that range. How do you be so patient and not take any positions? It's again time on the charts every day, spending times on the charts, doing the same thing every day. Like the plan that I've been taking, or the trades that I've been taking, have been the same trades I've been taking like all year long, and it's just like matter of building a sample size and plan for yourself and sticking to that only, and not worrying about what anyone else takes, or only worrying about what you're willing to take, and not worrying about any other positions, right? Like, you know, there's not, if there's nothing there, there's nothing there, right? I don't want to take a lower probability trade. You know what I mean?
We got stop the BE there. About to head out. Excuse me. Call it a day.
That's a good position.
Peace and love, everybody. Good stream.
Peace out, man. Have a good day, Andre.
Later.
Yeah. Why don't you enter the flip of the candle? Okay, so we couldn't, in this case, enter using the because I wanted to use 30-minute stops, right? But in this case, I couldn't use 30-minute stops due to the fact that the RR on the flip, it was like a 18 pip stop loss for a 11 pip TP. If it was a 1-to-1 minimum, I would have taken it. But since it wasn't, we had to use the current candle stops. So what we wanted in this case was a long shot, but we wanted our top wick to be formed first, and then to flip the candle. As long as it's a 1-to-1, we can look for sells coming down, right? If it was a nice top wick, we would have taken sells on the flip of that candle. But since it's kind of opened up and it had a little wick and then it came down, there's no interest for us there because we're using the current candle stops, not the previous candle stops. If we were using the previous candle stops, then I would have had no problem at all entering on the flip of the candle. But either way in this situation, minimum, like we would have got like maybe break even if anything. But there's no positions for me there at all. No positions. So there's that on GJ. Yeah, so gold is not bad below this range. Let's see though. Let's see. I believe you have a 1 hour closure in 24 minutes here. If you get a 1 hour closure below the support here, that would not be a bad position to take coming down towards 17, 18 here, and then potentially below towards 17 or 69 too here. Not bad at all. Let's see though. Let's see. We're flipping here on this candle. Yep. And also, I'm pretty sure if we were to enter on the flip there, we would have been around like, I don't know, 4 pips. It's hard to say. But no positions there. This is why you stick to your trading, your trades only, right? You don't take what you feel or what you think will happen. You take what you have tested in the past and what you're comfortable taking only. A lot of people got emotional there. A lot of people got emotional because they felt like they're gonna miss the move, so they answered emotionally. But then again, you save yourself a shit ton if you didn't. Gold's pushing down here too, though. So let's see. Gold has a lot of potential here. I think daily rebroke the lows. Looking good to fill that wick now. I'm willing to take a 15-minute start play though, if the 15 closes bullish here on gold.
Damn, holy shit. Just a shitload of volume. It's insane.
Yeah, shitload of volume. What time did you start looking at the NY session? I started looking at the NY session around like 10 a.m. I'll say 10:30ish. Depends
Spread
too. Like
on
if
my
there's no
spread on
volume,
gold.
I'll call that a day. What's your spread on
gold?
gold?
Is just jumping.
9 pips, 0.9 pips. 1.3. Yeah, it's jumping crazy. Oh, reflipping. We have 20 minutes left. Will we survive this Wixline?
We will survive. I don't know.
And we're gonna take off. We're gonna take off for the last 21 minutes here.
I don't care. It wasn't a boring stream. I had fun on here. It's always a pleasure.
It's been a fun stream.
Did you mean to unmute me?
Yeah, what's up, man?
I didn't raise my hand.
I know. What's up?
Oh, nothing. While watching. Cool.
It's like in class.
I know you have phone right now. I know you have phone red on gold here. I'm seeing your eyes. That's why I muted you. I'm like, yo, so what do you think right now? What are you thinking? You want to take some positions, don't you? Right?
If I didn't click unmute, I would have clicked sell right there.
Yep, I saved you right there. I knew it. I mean, hey, this thing flipped pretty nicely.
Yeah, it flipped pretty hard.
It's never a boring stream. Yeah, I was vibey in the stream here.
I'm just like burning a little bit on the inside. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I mean, this thing is dropping pretty nicely, Wixline. You know, Wixline?
Yeah, I'm looking.
I'm like, you know, I don't think we're gonna survive this. I mean, we still have a shit ton of range. We have like a 180 pip range going down here in this area here, but oh, pushing.
Another 300 pip drop.
This wick fill was broken down this morning at 6:30 a.m. Eastern on the opening of today's stream. Worked on how price could create a high to flip down bearish to fill this wick here today. So was anticipating sells all day. We're getting very close to the sells. All we need now is a closure below the support for price to drive down here. That's all that we need here. So let's see what happens.
I need this to pull back, but like there has been no justified entry. Like for the way I trade, there's nothing here that justifies taking an entry and being, you know, pretty sure in your position and confident in your position. There's just a lot of volume, and you know, we know where price is going, but
yeah,
you know,
comes down to like entry for setup. What are you willing to take? What's your?
But when we do get it, it's like, you know,
golden.
Yeah, it does big things for confidence.
This is the same trade we took yesterday, I think, right? We took a sell yesterday, or was it for that win yesterday? Got a gold buy yesterday. Oh yeah, it was. Got 30 pips on it. Yesterday's stream. So if you guys missed that out, go check it out. Good stream yesterday. Oh yes, Bubby, lovely. GJ flow chart. Bullish daily, weekly buys, potential range 2 breakout, close. Yeah, yo, that's perfect right there. I need to actually make a flow chart though today for you guys. A visual. I'll post on my Instagram, maybe today or tomorrow. But yeah, definitely gonna make a flow chart.
Like a 20 pip candle on the next. I mean, a 20 pip wick on the next candle wouldn't be that bad if we hold.
You also have, I'm looking at like, you have a, I mean, yeah, I guess if you close right here on the 30-minute time frame, it would be fine here. Let's see, hourly time frame stops would be 74 pips. Current candle stops, yeah. Yo, that forward candle was pretty nice flippage on the 1 hour time frame flip. It was a 20 pip stop on a flip.
Yeah.
But I forgot what happened. Did it just flip and come down, or did it flip and reflip?
It flipped and reflipped like 3-4 times.
I see. So it wasn't as clean. That's fine. Yo, chat. So, okay. So this is why it's so important to understand lower time frames and higher time frames. The 15-minute time frame here came down. Yes. Tap this minor support here. Minor level support here to the left, right? So if I were to draw my thing here, it tapped this area right here. So that's a minor support on a small time frame. On the higher time frame, the 1 hour time frame, look at the last one, the 1 hour closed below support. Never. By never, I mean most recent, never. So if the 1 hour candle closes below support here, I'm willing to take a sell position coming down now to fill that wick and fill the rest of the range coming down as well. But you need, in this case here, again, a nice top wick being formed for a new 1 hour candle, because we're probably going to use that as our stop loss in this situation. Oh, let's see. We have about 15 minutes left, 60 minutes left. Hi, Chabella. Love you so much, okay? Love you too, man. Appreciate you for being here today. Awesome. Thanks for all the support, you guys. We're almost at 5K. Insane. Appreciate a lot. Appreciate all the support. Yeah, so I think the 15 closed below, right? Or about to close below here. 15 is not bad for a wick fill. But it's the last 15 of the hourly, which is fine because it's not a 4 hour candle or a 1 hour. It's I think I'd rather wait for a closure below, because at any given point the 1 hour can still flip up, or 30 minute can still flip up bullish here. Yeah, 15 minutes left for a closure. Be patient. What time did gold fill that wick at yesterday? Do you guys know on the 4 hour time frame?
Why is that relevant? What kind of?
Oh no, I was trying to see. That's it. It was gold, right?
Relevant. Who are? Oh, we don't need that 4 hour time frame.
It was at 9 a.m. right? Was that like right at 9 though? It was 9. It was 10. Oh wow. Wow, it was 10. That's interesting. Now I'm not saying it's gonna happen again today at 10, but I'm saying like it's similar to what happened yesterday. You know, But yeah, you have the NYSE open here, so you have a shit ton of volume, chat. A whole lot of volume. Sorry for my language. Learned so much, dude. Thank you for sure. Would have entered the impulse and emotions. Yeah. You just put yourself in a much better state when you don't take any impulse entries mentally and physically. Mods, someone's acting weird, man. I don't know, man. Somebody acting weird. Okay. What do we have here? Charts for a stream. I got you. Josh the chart at around 8:30. My bad. 1. Possible onion play with a bullish closure at support. 2. Onion play targets buys with the closure above if no VAT enter with the onion. Yes, buys with the closure above, which is up here. Perfect. Wait, that's it? Oh no, okay, cool. 4, if you get no VAT entries, possible buys with the closure above here. Perfect. Yes. 5, target for secondary bias positions. Yes, the type 2. I mean the not type 2, range 2 breakout. Or just the regular bias rate breakout. Where's 5? 6 is nowhere to be seen. 7 will only consider sells below here with the break of the current weekly lows. We'll need a 30-minute. Perfect. So that is perfect. You avoid this mess over here. Congrats. And 8 targets. Yeah, perfect. Makes a lot of sense. It's a good chart. Not much I can say on it. Very good chart. What is this? This is Chabella, right? Chabella's in this chart. I believe it was Chabella. Or MM sent the chart. Use the last 30 minutes, but then change it to the current count stops. Enter in a break of the lows. It closed below. For me, a small wick, but yeah, a bit impulse. I'm down bad, really bad. I mean, you should be break even on a trade minimum. Yeah, you're break even, close half and let it runner. Nice. It played out for you, right? I was a bit worried about the support being here, so I didn't enter position. But I mean, if this is your trace up, then congrats. What happened?
We ain't making it.
15-minute closed doji too. I thought it closed bearish. It closed doji right at that resistance. So yeah.
And then just drove down with no, like, there's no entry anywhere, not even on the 15.
People are in chat like, yo, what are you talking about? There's entries. There's so many entries today. Yes, impulse entries.
I see nothing.
My man shooting a shot in the chat. Yeah, man. Sorry, man. Unfortunately. Hey bro, how long does it take to become consistent? It takes you a long time. It depends on you. If I give you a time, it wouldn't work for you because my time could be, you know, too long, too quick, whatever it is. It comes down to how quick your learning curve is and how quick you understand the small concepts in trading, such as psychology, sample sizing, probability, and how quick you understand the fact that you can't answer off of emotions because it leads to good versus bad profits. So once you understand those concepts right there, you'll be consistent, but that's on you how quick you want to learn and when you want to learn.
Five-minute celery.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it. Holy shit, I was thinking about saying that for like 5 minutes straight.
You were also thinking about taking a position.
Yeah, I was just staring at him like, yo, I don't want to be that guy and say 5 minute celery, but it's 5 minute celery.
I'm just not taking this. I'm waiting on the close.
Yeah.
This is good though. This is good when you miss the move while waiting for a close. Like, it teaches you patience.
I feel like my FOMO like adds up because I missed a decent amount of moves last week. And like now I'm like, oh, I can't miss the next one.
No, I mean, just take the position you are waiting for. It's not about, I mean, you're not, if you think about it, you're always missing a move. Like, market's moving 24/7, like 24/5, whatever it is, you're always missing a move. Like, whenever you turn off your computer, you just missed the move. Still moving. It's just wait. It all depends on how often does your position form, you know? Where can you exploit the market?
Yo, you have like a minor support that I marked up here at like 17, 18, but the range to go down is like a 40 pip range going down until that target. So if you get a nice talk, I'm willing to enter a position on the flip, coming down to fill that wick and fill its target minimum, and then leave runners coming down towards 1806, 1803, sorry, potentially. But you have 10 minutes left. So yeah, you definitely have opportunities here. Just wait this last 10 minutes here because you really need the 1 hour candle to close below the range here in 9 minutes here. If you don't close below the range, I'm calling it a session. Unfortunately. Oh, we might not even close below the range. I wonder how many people got stuck in impulse positions there. A lot. Many. Because they got impatient, right? That's the thing too. Like, your original plan could be taking impulse entries. That's whatever. But like when you take impulse entries because you felt like you're missing out, then that's a whole different type of impulse. whole nother level of emotions. I'm gonna get some water real quick. BRB. Take over.
Agua. I like Gatorade better. Chat, H2O or Gatorade?
Wix 9, you're in Miami, right?
I'm right outside of Miami, yeah.
Where you at?
Can't disclose location. That's why I show the sky and not the...
Not the thing. Well, you just slipped up. You're about to get sniped.
Fun. Oh man,
how's like the living conditions there? Because I'm considering going there in the future.
It's hot. It's I'm from the Northeast. I'm from Brooklyn. So over there it was 9 months of shit weather and 3 months of great weather. Over here it's just the opposite. It's 9 months of great weather and maybe 3 months of
Okay.
Like, it's hurricane season right now. You see hurricanes?
Oh, no. No hurricanes, yeah. Is there a lot of poverty there too, or no?
It's poverty everywhere. It just depends where you go. Especially wherever there's a big gathering of money. Like, it's very saturated with money here from all over the world. So wherever there's a big saturation of money, you're going to see a lot of poverty and a lot of homelessness because, you know, they got to come get it from somewhere.
Okay. So.
7 minutes left. We might get it.
I hope so.
It's not hot enough. I mean, it's nice in Florida. I was in Arizona. I was in Phoenix once where they were cooking steak off the damn concrete.
Yeah,
it was so hot.
damn hot.
Florida's not hot. Florida's perfect. Florida's like ideal. Most of the year it's like 80 to 85. I love it.
Also, like, what's your tax rate at? It's like, what's your tax, like income tax and everything?
I take everything under a company, so my tax rates are even lower. Like I don't pay myself through.
Yeah. What is income tax?
Personal.
I could probably Google it, but if you know,
you could Google. I don't know. I have an accountant that does that.
Oh.
But it's a lot less in taxes than if I was living in like California or New York.
Yeah, Florida's sales tax rate is 6%, and then there's income tax. Yeah, over here it's like stupid high.
Where are you?
I'm same place as Don. I'm just like probably 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, but you're in fucking Canada. They take like 40 cents of every dollar that you make, probably.
Yeah, it's stupid. And if you go above a certain tax bracket, it's literally like 50%.
It's fine. I mean,
fine.
You know, you have a choice there. Like you can actually, you know, get up and leave, or you know, work with your counter around it.
Honestly, I'm surprised Don hasn't moved yet.
What's up?
Because I know, like, we're just talking about tax rates, right? And I know, like, through like business accounts and stuff over here, you can get lower taxes. It's like incomparable to like somewhere like Florida or something.
It is, but like I had a phase where I wanted to move to Florida, but I don't know. Like if I move, I think it'll be like I'd rather be there for the culture than for taxes. Like I like New York better, like New York City or Brooklyn. If I move, I'll move to Brooklyn or New York. But I mean Toronto, like I love Toronto too. I don't know.
In New York, you got to pay, if you go to the city, you're paying city, state, and federal. You're paying like a lot of taxes though.
Yeah, New York taxes are pretty up there too, no?
Yeah, New York is worse. If anything, it's worse than Toronto.
Oh really? I didn't know that. Damn.
I don't know if it's worth, but it's up
it's about
there.
the same.
Like any you know liberal state, it's going to be pretty high.
Especially like, considering what we're all trying to do and what Don does for full time, like trading, right?
Like there's people here that are from like Switzerland where there's like no capital gains tax. They literally keep everything.
Switzerland has none. I know Ireland I think had none. I don't know if Switzerland had none. I assume Switzerland would have a lot actually.
Just not going to be able to move to Switzerland. I think we had somebody, like me and Andrew were talking to somebody who was from Switzerland. They have no capital gains tax.
That's amazing. Yeah, so I'm like surprised that Don hasn't moved. He does this full time and he could do it anywhere, right? Why not just like keep more of your money?
I also like Toronto, you know, and like if I move, I'll move to like I just like I don't know. It's just I grew up here and it's just like what I'm comfortable with, I guess. I don't know, like who knows? Like I'm only 21 as well, right? So like maybe if I'm like I get a bit older, I might like want to actually like leave. Like, but right now, like I just majority of my people are here. You know, there's no like
that makes sense.
There's no like rush for me to like really move or anything like out of the country. Also this COVID shit too. I don't know, like there's so much going on right now. But maybe like in the next 2 years I'll probably change my mind. I think I will change my mind, but let's see. But New York is definitely where I want to go. New York, because I just love like the city there. Like I love the culture there, the fucking vibe there. It's just, I can care less about like fucking paying more taxes.
You've been on the subway there?
Yeah, I've been on subway there. It's fine. It's like a little hack. I was in Brooklyn though, so I didn't go to like New York City subway. I went to like Brooklyn subway.
That's New York City subway. Yeah, that's you ever seen New York City rats?
Bro, subway I love the rats, bro. I took one home for a pet. Like, I had a pet. I'm fine. Yo,
the size of Master Splinter. We're getting a closure by the way.
You're getting a closure, yeah. Here in about 2 minutes here. Let's see, chat. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, it's not about the money as well. You gotta love life. Like I can care less about paying more for taxes as long as I'd rather be comfortable and happy where I am than go somewhere that I'm not happy or comfortable in and I can pay less taxes. You know. Like saying it for streams. Like I'd rather play music on a stream, miss out on the actual monetization and for YouTube, than you know, play random motion, like random music every day and just be a boring, unvibey stream.
That's fair. That's respectable. That's respectable.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just me though. Like I never, you know. Okay, let's lock in. We have about 1 minute and a half left for gold cells here. If you get a close below perfect, once you get a nice top wick and you flip here, I'll look to use a current count stops here. So since we're using a current count stops, you need a nice top wick. If you weren't using a current count stops, we can just get a decent wick and then the flip can enter. But we don't want to have a 7 pip stop loss, obviously, right? So we need a nice wick here being formed. The wick fill minimum here is going to be around a 18 pip wick fill potentially.
Hypothetically.
Bless you. You guys hear me typing?
No.
No, not anymore. This thing closes with no wick, man.
I'm calling out a session.
I'm not even saying bye. I'm just off.
No, it has a small wick.
Let's see. Oh, there you go. Nice. We need a top wick here, chat, to use the current count stops. That's the only way I could enter here if you get a nice top wick. And let's see. We also don't know how big the top wick is, so I'm not sure if I'm using half risk or normal risk in this case yet. But let's see. Like obviously, like we need like a minimum like 10 pip wick or something. A 18 pip wick would be lovely. Like this ain't bad. Let's see. What do you have? 12 pips? Not bad.
I got a self stop here.
I'm gonna place a self stop right now too on a break of 1721. Not bad there.
1721. Break of the lows.
No, 0.753. Current count lows breaks. Let's see, chat. Got a self stop here placed right around here in the flip. We're gonna use the current count stops in this case. In this case, the current count stops are 14 pips. Oh, nice.
Oh,
Wait, a minute. I got activated there. You're activated there in position here.
Too.
Got activated for sells there as you came down to re-break the lows. My stops is going to be the current count of highs for around, let me check real quick what it is. Current count of stops, which is around 15 pips here, because we're using current count of stops in this case, and TP is down here, going to be around, I want to say 29 pip target. But yeah, I got in position there. I got activated in the sells there as we flip there.
Oh, damn.
Damn. Got stopped out here. Price came down, flipped. Since we use the current count of stops, the stops are a bit more aggressive in this case, I want to say, because we're using current count of stops. We can't use the previous count of stops. So with the flip of that candle, we anticipated that flip to be the high of the current candle. So that's why we can use that stops in this case. But again, the trade is still valid for price to drive down here towards the next support here. But it's just we couldn't use the previous count of stops. That would have been a 80 pip target or 80 pip stop loss for only like a 25 pip 30 pip TP. So I couldn't even type this in 17 18 point. You know, I couldn't even put my stops in place, so I just closed it as you broke the highs because I didn't have time to put my stops.
Yeah, same thing.
1723.530. Thing is, the channel's still in.
I I'm personally still in it as well. I put my stops above the previous 5 minute.
Yeah, so price came up, rebroke the highs, and then flipped bearish here. But thing is, I gave this signal and I couldn't even put the stops in time. Yeah, I was putting the position in still. But let's see what happens here. TP would be 1718.09 in this case. But yeah, that was my position there on the break of those, on the reflip of that. Wixon, did you re-enter?
Yeah.
I knew it, because my channel, the thing that I call, like, bro, I couldn't even like place my things. I also re-enter on the flip as well here on the rubric of the lows, but I'm in with my channel. I'll say, like, technically, if I got a little later entry though, if I were to enter on the flip, like completely the flip of that, our original entry would have been break even here. But since it wasn't really the flip of that, not even like, I'm like maybe 6% profit or something like that. Barely in.
Yeah, I'm 7 pips right now. 8.
But I know a stop loss. If you re-entered, the stop loss is the current kind of highest. That's the only way you could have entered on the position there. Yeah, it's a weird situation because like so much is going on at the same time. Normally, oh shit, pushing down here. Let's see. I think the channel got on a bit earlier too, so moving. What's the next? Yeah, channel got on the flip of that. Nice. Well, got stopped out here, guys, at a break even here. We're gonna call it a trade. We're gonna call it a day actually, because we entered the first position, the original position, and then what ended up happening was price came out to re-break the highs. And like, again, like since we're using the break of the highs, it's a bit more aggressive due to the fact that the hourly hasn't completely closed yet, so we don't know like 100% if that's the high yet, but going off of probability, that's a high chance it could be the high of that candle. So yeah, I entered our position, got stopped at breaking in the second position, gonna call it a trade there. But yeah, man, I do believe price has a high chance to continue down here towards 1718. Better than that, I think that's a trade for me. So if you guys are still in, then you're still in, but for me, break even and calling that a trade. All right, so peace and love, guys. I think our record now, let me go update the record real quick before I forget tomorrow. The record is gonna be, what does break even count as? Null trade? Let's put our trade for August is gonna be 2 and 2. That's fine. All right, peace out, chat. Who just being here today? Not sure what happened to you guys in that trade there, but I know I got stopped at the first position for sure. All right, peace and love. Catch you guys tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. Eastern as per usual. Thanks for sticking around today, and hope you guys gained something off today's stream. But yeah, peace and love. Wasn't the cleanest day though.
All right, take care. Thanks, Tom.
Take care, bro. Take care. Look, I know you're still in this position.